Blades Ramble are proudly supported by our main channel sponsor, My Business Group, a group of brands designed to support owners, leaders and managers in business. We would not be where we are without the incredible support of John and the team. If you're looking to grow your business, contact mybusinessgroup.co.uk today for more information or follow the link in the description below.
Blades fans, subscribe to Blades Ramble. Up the Blades.
Good evening, Blades, and welcome back to the Blades Ramble. It's Batman Lou here with the man in black, Gaz Dunn, and we're here for another championship watch-along, but not just any championship watch-along. It's our beloved Blades, Sheffield United, against Blackburn Rovers in what is one of 3 games left, but the penultimate home game of the season. We're all hoping for a strong run-in and a good result tonight. Gaz, how are you doing, mate? You all good?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Busy as ever, like I always say on pretty much every stream I ever come on. But yeah, life's busy, but it's good to be able to do this.
It is, mate. It's a privilege, isn't it? And God, mad scramble. Sounds like for us both, and I certainly know it was for me, and it sounds like it was for you as well. But here we are, mate. We're waiting for the footage to kick in, the live footage of the Blades against Blackburn. And, well, I guess no better place to start, Gaz, than the team news. So do you want to do the Blades first? Yeah,
let's pull up the Blades. Obviously, looks like he's gone 4-4-2. Looking at this, Davis, Tanganga, Cannon, Hamer, Hoover, Burrows, Chong, McGuinness, Gyro, Bamford and Rothwell. So he's O'Hare's on the bench and Sariki's on the bench. Brooks is on the bench as well, and Peck doesn't start for the second game in a row.
I know it's a shock, really, isn't it? And you just wonder the cynical ones amongst us, Gaz, whether there's something in that, or is it just that City's played a lot of games? Maybe he's carrying a little knock or something like that. We don't know, do we? But could be something in it. I mean, it looks like a 4-4-2 to me, mate. It's got Cannon and Bamford in the side. I don't see as Chris would really try Cannon in a deeper position other than as a second striker. I think we tried that before and it didn't really come off that well. Maybe in game he might change it at some point. But it does look like a 4-4-2 to me, mate. You're thinking Chongi on the right and Gus on the left. I think that's how I see it.
Yeah, that's how I see it. To be honest, when I first looked at it, I didn't spot Cannon, and I thought, oh, and I spotted Chong. And I honestly, it was a very quick glance as I was rushing around, and I was thinking, is he going to play Hamer in the 10? Honestly, that's what I thought. And then obviously I saw Cannon on the team sheet, and I was like, all right, yeah, 4-4-2. Because I was like, oh, that could be interesting if he goes that way.
It could be. I mean, we've experimented with Cannon on the left once or twice. I think once in pre-season and once during the season. And that would, I mean, if he were to play him out there, that would indicate that Gus would drop into the 10. I do think it's a 4-4-2. I think Chris is probably looking at this as I mean, now we're safe. We're trying to push on and get into the top half. Of course, it would be nice to do that. But he probably sees this as a little bit of a free hit. Let's go out and have a go and play 2 up top. Why not? Against a team really that's been struggling this season. A team, though, mate, that we watched on Friday night, put up a very good fight against Coventry City and came away with a point. I would say, well, you would say they're safe now, Gaz. Do you want to bring their lineup up and we'll have a look? We can talk about some of their players. We know them by now, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But I'll let you do the pronunciations after Jimmy absolutely rinsed me the other night.
I'll give this one a go then. So Toth is in goal. Ali Basu, I have to say, I'm normally good with pronunciations, mate, but I think I struggle with his name. He is, so that's the number 2. He's the right wing back. He was very impressive, wasn't he, against Coventry?
Yeah,
I thought he was a decent player. They've got Aitchison and McLaughlin in there, Erin Cashin as well, making up a back 3. And then Ribeiro, I think, plays on the left-hand side, as I remember from last week. Yeah. He did. I remember him having a bit of needle with 1 or 2 of their players. Experienced campaigner in Adam Forshaw in the middle of the park. Gardner Hickman, a player that I know quite well from living down in the southwest. He was at Bristol City at one point on loan. Young Scottish midfielder Montgomery, he impressed us on Friday night as well, didn't he, Gaz? Had a strong game, looks a prospect.
Yeah, he did look well. And there was a few of them, weren't they? Like say, Ohashi looked brilliant as well. I'm just checking because I think didn't they have the winger playing as well last week? I'm just looking now. Is it Baraji? Baraji, I think he's on the bench.
Baraji, yeah, he's on the bench. Which I mean, I think he's a bit of a player, to be honest with you. And look, he wasn't as impressive on Friday as he was in previous games I've seen. I mean, we watched him earlier in the season on one of our watch-alongs against Preston, and he was on fire. He looked terrific player. Someone they've had on loan from the Swiss league. But yeah, on the bench tonight, it looks like they've gone with Morishita in behind Ohashi again, mate, which is pretty much how they lined up top on Friday, isn't it? Yeah. So look, I mean, what's your assessment of them, Gaz? I mean, we talked about them a bit on Friday. They look a pretty decent outfit at times, but their league table wouldn't suggest that, would it?
No, it wouldn't. And I think they've changed it slightly from they played 3-4-3 the other night, and according to Sky Sports, they're going to play 3-5-2 tonight. I don't know if that's a change because, like I said, they've dropped the winger who's pretty damn good. We watched them against Coventry, and let's be honest, they were the better side for the first half hour, 45 minutes. They were really good in the first half. I think Coventry came back into it second half. I just think, and I use Ohashi as a private side, he was involved in everything good that they did last week, but it did take him like 4 or 5 opportunities to get a goal, and that for me, I think, is why they're just not very clinical. Great opportunities, but struggle to put the ball back in it. Sounds familiar. It
does sound familiar, and you're right. It's something that Blackburn do. They've obviously got a bit of inconsistency about them, which is why they're down there. They can be a dangerous side on their day, though, mate. And I think we've got to be a little bit careful with them tonight. Obviously, as I say, a bit of a free hit for United, but we want to finish strongly, and we want to try and finish in that top half. So, Gaz, I was saying before we came on, everyone is not only now one of our co-hosts and presenters, he's also our IT man, because he gets all the lineups ready, and because I'm normally scrambling after work. So yeah, you serve a dual purpose, Gaz. So thank you, mate. I appreciate your efforts. Let's get to some comments because Sky Sports Plus hasn't kicked in for me yet. So Michael Bromley kicks us off with thoroughly enjoyed last night's extravaganza. Jimmy, what a team of commentators. The BBC don't know what they're missing yet. Thank you, Michael. We're really glad that you enjoyed it. We really appreciate everyone joining us on those. I know, Gaz, you've done a couple as well as yourself. You weren't on last night's, but they're just so much fun, aren't they, to do? And we have such a laugh doing them.
I really enjoy it. I think when we did that transfer special for the January transfer deadline day, I think that's where it peaked from. We all enjoyed it. It got really good feedback. Went really well. And I was gutted I missed last night. I really well. Did it go well, did it?
It went really well, yeah. Of course, we had a giggle backstage as well in the private chat area, and played a few games as well. Picked a few bands or artists and sort of slipped their song titles into some of our commentary and tried to get the audience to guess in the chat which artists we were going for, and some were more obvious than others. We made it quite easy, I think, to be honest. We were picking like ABBA and Michael Jackson. It's not exactly difficult to get them, is it? But it was a lot of fun. We turned Jord Motson over a little bit as well. We gave him a lot of stick. Of course, he's an expecting father now, father to be, I should say. And yeah, he got a little bit stick from me and Paul. Just a few friendly jokes between mates, but that was funny as well. I think Big T enjoyed that especially. Jack says, "Don't mind that team. No excuses. 3 points, absolutely, mate. We're here for a win, aren't we?" Papa Blade says, "Agree, Michael. Watchalong was more fun than the matches." Thank you, Papa Blade. Sarah says, it is Sarah, isn't it? I keep doing
Sarah,
that.
confirmed.
Sarah, thank you. You've got better memory than me. I know we established this. Sorry, Sarah. Evening, chaps. I'm going 2-1 Blades, up the Blades. Yeah, I'd settle for that, Sarah. I would settle for that all day long. Papa Blade says, "Evening, lads. Hope to see us play good 4-4-2 and win 2-0. Dawn says, "Evening, boys. Looking for 3 points tonight. I'm going 3-0 up the Blades, up the Ramble. Dawn is feeling confident. 3-0. I'd take that all day." Dave Morwood, our mate. Thanks for joining us again, Dave. Evening, Lewis and Gaz. After last night's laughter fest, let's hope for another brilliant stream. Like and subscribe, please. Up all the rambles, up the blades. Yeah, I know Dave Morwood in particular enjoyed last night. It's good that we can give people a bit of light entertainment as well. Paul Blade says, hi, Lou and Gaz. Hope you're both okay. I'm for a 3-0 lane win. And Paddy scores a hat-trick up the blades, up the Ramble. He's certainly showing some form after that away trip at Watford, Paul. So fingers crossed. Ian says, evening, Lou and Gaz. Optimism is creeping back in for me. Fancy a comfortable 3-0 tonight. A few people saying 3-0. Yeah. Very interesting. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope Blackburn have one of their off nights. Scott says, Billy Sharp will be released by Donny at the end of the season. Coach for Wilder next season, maybe. He'd be a great striker coach, that's for sure. He could teach people how to move in the box and get into the right place at the right time. So we've already caught up with the comments. Despite our mad scramble to get here, we're well ahead of it, Gaz. So with that said, what I wanted to ask you, Gaz, is what do you think of football shirts? Do you like football shirts?
Oh, I love mine, mate.
I thought you might say that. And it's not working. I set that up beautifully, and it's not working. What is going on? Oh dear. Oh, there we go. That's going to be clipped tomorrow. What is happening here?
Do you want your favourite replica shirts for the World Cup? Check out okjersey.com. It's high quality jerseys starting from just £15. I love mine. From modern day shirts to the old classics that we all love. Use the code RAMBLE at the checkout to get 8% off your order. Get ready for the World Cup in style. And thank you to OK Jersey for their support of the Ramble.
Brilliant. That's going to get clipped by someone, one of the Ramblers, you know it.
Did you take two?
Yeah, take two. Well, it was like take three, wasn't it? I was just clicking there. Come on. This is getting a bit awkward now. Brilliant. But I do still love mine. As you can see, we've both got a Blade shirt. So I've got the, let me think, 96, 97. I should know my history.
I like that shirt because where it says, I like it where it says the Blades in the right shirt, in the stripe, red stripe. I do like that shirt. That's got Wards in it. That's a Ward shirt, isn't it?
Wards on it as well. Yeah, it's a top shirt. Yours is that's last season's, isn't it?
This season's.
Oh, this season. Sorry, I was looking at that. Do you know what? At first, as well, I was thinking it was the Dye season. It's not, is it? It's this season. Yeah. No,
I put this season's on. But I was scrambling to get changed. I was still in greens. I was in my green kit, and I had to run upstairs, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot my shirt." I was like, "Flipping heck!" So I sat there, combat trousers, a hoodie on. I'm like, "Oh, sugar, I need to go and get changed." So I was like, "Flipping heck, I need to move."
Well, just on that note for football shirts, obviously we just finally, after 3 attempts, ran the OK Jersey ad. So I hope everyone caught that. If you look at the banner at the bottom, just above where the team news is, you can get the best shirts from okjersey.com. So if you use the code RAMBLE, you get 8% off your order. So now that we've dealt with that, I am going to try and get the game on, Gaz. We are about a minute away from the Sky coverage starting.
Yeah. What do you think your score will be, Lou? What are you going?
Prediction? I think they are a tricky customer, but I think both teams will go for it. I think they're an attack-minded side. They showed that against Coventry on Friday night, and I think they'll come out in a similar manner. They'll try and have a go at us, even though they're away from home. I'm going to go for something crazy. I'm going to say United win 3-2. I think there might be some goals in this. It might be an entertaining one.
We get 0-0 now, Lou. If we go 0-0 now, I swear.
I've said it now, and I should have touched wood. What do you think?
I'm bouncing between 2-0 or 3-1. I think we'll win, and I think we'll win comfortably. I just don't know if we're going to concede. That's the thing for me. But yeah, I'll go 3-1.
3-1. 3-1. I'd take that. A Blades win of any sort. And I'm just trying to, yep, we're ready to go. So it's letting me hit the live button. Let's get that on. We're going to have to get synced up as well, aren't we, guys?
Well, I've still got tennis on Sky Sports Plus. So I'm not doing that well at the moment.
Well, I've got just the club's crest on the screen at the minute, so no actual live feed of the game. They've just got the two. Well, we'll see.
It is on Plus, isn't it?
It is on Plus, yes.
On Red Button Plus, is it?
Well, for me, I'm on Sky Stream, so no red button for me. I just go straight to like a selection screen.
I'm on Sky Sports now, and I'm struggling to find it.
Plus will be on red for you probably.
Well, the TV's over there, so I have it on the TV over there and then put it on the streaming and watch live.
Oh, I got you.
So I'll put it on the big TV over there. I just like it on both.
Scott says,
got it.
"Oh, you got it up, brilliant."
Yeah.
Scott says he's got all his badges. He's got all his badges, as FA posted a few weeks ago. Do you know what he's referring to there, Scott?
Yeah, he's on about Billy Sharp.
Oh, got you. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't link it to the last comment. Well done, Gaz. You see, I told you had a better memory than me. Harry says, "Evening, lads. I hope you're both well. Thank you for doing the watch along. Unfortunately, I'm at work for the game, so I can't watch it. Looking forward to seeing what the lads can do today." Well, hopefully, Harry, if you do get a break at work, we can bring the live commentary to you and let you know what's happening. Dave Morwood says, "My 2026 Brazil shirts are on their way. I love mine." Yeah, Dave, post us a picture when you get it, because I know you're a fan of a Brazil shirt. I need to go on and get the 1971 myself. That is an absolute classic. No Bindon starting again. Personally, not sure if we will go back in for him as a loan. I think Wilder wants another Enel like tall Colossus at the back. Looking forward to the watch along, lads. Yeah, there's been some discussion, hasn't there, Gaz, around what's happening with Bindon. I think Jimmy's talked about it on one of his streams, where is this a decision made by Wilder because he knows he's not coming back next season? We've already had a conversation, and either player or club have said no, he's not coming back. He's gone somewhere else. Could be that. It could just be that he feels McGuinness and Tanganga work better as a partnership at this point. Personally, I lean towards the latter. I like Bindon and Jaff as individual players. I don't think they work as a pairing. I don't know what your view is on the situation.
I'm very similar. I don't think we signed Bindon. I just don't. I think if he had every intention of going for Bindon, I think he might play him more. But to counter argument that and to play Bindon, is he trying to see what he's going to be like with McGuinness and see how that pairing works? To see at the end of this season, right, how's that pairing going to work? Just in case I have to play that next season and I don't bring in another centre half who's at the level, as he says. So,
yeah, it could be. And I mean, at the moment, McGuinness and Tanganga seem to be working well as a partnership. McGuinness has been in a reasonable run of form, probably the best performances we've seen from him. Addy Grass next year, says Daniel the Blade. Evening, lads. A bit under the weather today, so not attending tonight, says Russ. I'm looking forward to your company. 3-1 Blades. Darren says, evening, lads. 80 watching, 15 likes. Thumbs up for the boys, everyone. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Darren. Strong finish till the end of the season. 3-0 away again. Paul Burberry says, evening, fellas. Looking forward to this one. 3-1 again. To the Blades, ole, ole. Up the Blades, up all the Rambles. Like and subscribe from a Blade in Spain. Gaz, please hold the stream for me a moment. I can see someone's waiting at the door with a parcel and no one's going to get it, so I've got to go and get it.
Yeah, no, Thomas literally dropped mic, he's off. No, so yeah, you have to all put in your comments. I've seen a few people say it's going to be like 3-0 tonight and 3-1. I'm guessing most people are happy with the lineup. So yeah, put some stuff in the comments and me and Lou will have a look at it. But I'm optimistic about tonight. I really am. I think the last two games I think our performances from game management side of things is hopefully, and I know it's only 2 games, fingers crossed, took a turn. I think at times, and we've took the lead more than anyone in this league pretty much, and lost points definitely more than anyone else in this league from winning positions. So I'm hoping now it's a case of we can turn a corner with that.
Yeah, I hope so. And look, we've seen a couple of decent performances. So you and I were at the Hull game at home, which I thought, all right, the first half wasn't great. The second half was a bit better, and we persevered and we stayed in the game and we found a way to take all 3 points, which is the opposite of what we've been doing, really. We've been throwing points away from winning positions, not coming back from losing positions. So and with the performance at Watford as well, which I thought was better game management. I thought better performances from certain individuals as well. We looked a little bit more collective in that game. We're seeing a bit of an upturn, I think, some better performances. So hopefully that continues tonight. Susie says, I agree. We have too much else to do for Bindon to be worth it. But could Wilder be dropping Bindon to drop the price tag. He could be. That is a good shout. That is a very good shout. It could be that, look, I'm showing I'm not dependent on this player, trying to improve their negotiating position with Nottingham Forest. Maybe it's a good shout. Dave Morwood says, I'm going for a Blades win 2-1. If wrong, I will hang my head in shame and unsubscribe. So I can see they're just making the pitch nice and wet, it seems. Getting the sprinklers out, guys. I don't know who that's for. We don't possess a huge amount of pace up top, so I don't know whether they're trying to make the balls there or what, but waiting for the game to...
But they've still got 9 minutes to kick off, so they won't even be... So just for awareness, and people might not know this, we usually ring the bell at 52. First bell at 52, second bell at 53. And that, so some teams are harder to get out into the tunnel than others, but clubs do get a fine if they miss kick-off time, by the way, if they're the ones that have delayed it.
Have you known that to happen much, Gaz? Has that happened much in your time refereeing?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. It happens a lot. Some teams are poor for it, and they're always holding off. Some teams will not come out of the changing room until the other team's already out. Some teams are like that. They're superstitious. Yes, proper superstitious. But yeah, I don't see it as much in the men's game. They're not too bad, but you still get it. And we try and get kickoff done on time because of things like this, live broadcast. Especially when it's live, it's a lot easier when it's streamed or it's live because you have an event manager at the game, and I've noticed when they're at the games, it's easier. It is easier because the referee will go to the end of the tunnel. The referee waits at the end of the tunnel. You'll always notice that the assistant referees come down whenever you see people leave, walk out. The last people just before they walk out are the two assistant referees because they do the kit check as they're walking out the changing rooms, things like that. But referees pick up stuff like incorrect undershirts, incorrect socks, all that when you're doing a warm up. So
okay. Yeah, and you know the late kickoff thing is that did they get a pretty severe fine for that? What the fine?
I couldn't tell you what the fines are. I have no clue. I know they get fined for it.
Yeah,
I hear managers talking about it.
It'll depend on level as well, I guess. There might be a difference.
Yeah, I think National South won't be as much as say the Premier League, for example. Women's Super League will be different to Women's National League. So
it'll be relative, won't it?
Yeah, it is relative.
Paul Blade, come on, you mighty Blades, get it done, lads. Up the Ramble, up the Blades. Gaza says, morning from Ellesmere, Brisbane, Queensland. Wow, you might be able to catch up with Jamie Dumpling and go get a brew with him. Ian says, question for Gaz: have you got the Lucky Charm, Steph, as a season ticket for next season yet?
I haven't. Ian, I was looking at season tickets and just thinking, do I think it's going to be possible? I was looking at this year's fixtures because midweek games like tonight, I would love to be there tonight. I really would. I'm not going to get to another game this season. I don't know about you, Lou, but I need to see if it's worth it.
Yeah, it's going to be the same for me, mate. I'm not going to get to another game this season. And normally, the midweek games are good for me because I travel the country for work, so I can normally kind of see a customer in the area, fit something around it, or sometimes I can't, but on occasions I think, well, I'm going to be up north and we've got a game midweek, so I'll try and stay somewhere relatively local and then go to the game. Next season I'll have a bit more joy with weekend games because some things are changing in the Batman household, so I might be able to get up for a few Saturday games, which will be good. I'm looking forward to that. But good question from the gatekeeper. Yes, on hand.
But Steph never knows when she's going to get a weekend off, even though she does the rotas. And that's her job, but she has to take one for the team sometimes and do some weekends. And she's been very lucky so far this season. The back end of the season, where the start of the season she had barely any off. So I think to get her a season ticket is probably a no. And to actually, mine will all depend as well. I've took a sabbatical from the men's game for the last 18 months due to operational reasons with work. So it depends if I go back into the men's game or not. If I come off that sabbatical and do the men's game, I'll have no chance because National South and National North play on Saturday.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's about when it's scheduled for you, and it's the same for. I remember some lads I know that were kind of semi-pro or played at quite a high level on a Saturday, and some were a bit like, yeah, I'd like to go and watch my team, but I don't want to give up playing, and because he played for a Saturday team, or they, if they were at semi-pro level, they were always playing on a Saturday. So for players as well, it's a tough decision to make. Susie says, or maybe he's dropping. Oh no, she's already. I'm sure she put that one in there earlier. That was a bit further up.
I remember that one.
That was dropping Bindon about increasing McGuinness outward price tag. Oh, sorry, I misread that, Susie. Yeah, good shout.
That's not bad. You know what? That's not a bad shout.
It could be. It could be. I like how Susie thinks. She thinks a bit outside the box, doesn't she? Drop Binden's price and increasing McGuinness's. I like that. You're obviously a shrewd businesswoman, Susie. Dave Moore says, "Are we boycotting this game?" Ricky Giles says, "Hi, Batman." And at the referee and the referee and the referee. Come on, Blades. The man in black, Gaz Dunn. Thank you, Ricky. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. The gatekeeper is back with not bothered about you getting one, Gaz. It's
fair point, Ian. Fair point. Yeah, apologies. No, I don't think Steph will be. But I will try and get to more games next season. We'll definitely go try. It's funny, when you put the hotel on it, you put the fuel on it, it's freaking expensive. And we've kind of come to a decision now. To go up and come down in the same day. It's poor because we'll leave at 8 in the morning to get to Triple Point for about 1 o'clock. To then watch the game at 3 till 5. So maybe have a Coke for an hour after people. By the time it's 6:30, then drive it home. We're not getting on until about 10, 11 o'clock. And it's like, you know what? I think we'll just do that. I think we'll just get hotels. But then it costs a fortune.
Football's expensive for most people, but for the likes of you and me, it's really expensive. I mean, we went up for that whole game, and we're treated to some Carrington hospitality. But even then, I mean, I don't know about you, it cost me hundreds that day in food, in drinks when we went out afterwards, in hotel. I spent a fortune. Spent an absolute fortune.
You go out as well.
When you go out, yeah, as we did, in the karaoke bar and all that, it ends up costing a bomb. I mean, even if you just go to the football and don't go anywhere else, it costs a fortune. I don't know how families do it, to be honest. The price of football now is a joke. The players are out, mate. We haven't kicked off yet at my end. We might have to get synced up in a minute. I'm just looking at Patrick Bamford at the moment.
Yeah, I think I'm ahead of you. Because I'm looking at Morishita.
I am at the moment. So they got his nameplate up on, and the players are getting into a huddle now. By the looks of things.
Yeah, I think I'm literally seconds behind, if that. Seconds ahead, if that.
Okay.
Josh, it's really weird. My guy, Ferrari, he's coming to the. I'm missing it because I'm in Australia. So we have an Army FA referees dinner night every year for our awards and that. And he's actually coming to it. But I won't be there because I'm in Australia. Just drop that mic, brother. But he's a good referee. He's a good referee for us.
Well, I'll rely on your definitely on your opinion for that, because I think I'm like a typical football fan, guys. I just like to shout at them when they give a decision against, and I say shout, that's a polite way of putting it, when they give a decision against us. Just looking at friend of the channel, Gary Sinclair there, just on the mic before the game. He's at his pitch side. And now we've just got the standing section of the cop behind. I can see Joe Rothwell warming up. We got Jamie Dumpling in the comments. Morning, fellas. Dingo Dumpling says it's 4:42 a.m. in Oz. Too early. We better win. Mate, I admire your commitment for getting up at that time to watch the game. I have to say I'd probably do the same. And I would probably also be guilt-tripping United if they don't win this for you. Good day, Jamie, says Ian. Always think this ref is one of the better ones in the EFL. So Ian's got a good opinion of the ref as well, guys.
He's good. Ex-player. He used to play.
Oh, well, there we go. And they always say, don't they, about referees, that criticism of, they haven't played the game. Well, this one has. So
I think he's played at National League level, National level.
It's funny, because when I look at him now, I recognise him now. I've seen him ref other games. And not even as a referee, he looks very familiar. It looks like I've probably seen him play at some point.
I'm just looking where he's played.
It's Adam Davis with a long ball forward now. We're underway. I'll just get the clock in a minute, guys, and we can try and sync up. So I'm on 11 seconds, 12, 13.
Oh, mate, I'm on 20. I need to pause. Okay. I'll pause on 30 seconds. Oh, cannon! Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Go for it. Go for it.
Right. I've paused on 30 seconds.
Okay, mate. I'm 27, 28, 29, 30. So we're in sync. And yes, Tom Cannon went very close, very early on. About 25 seconds into the game. Ball won back by Gus, high up the pitch. He slides through Tom Cannon. And I don't know, Tom should do better there, Gaz, don't you think?
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
He's got to do better with that finish. And he's onside. So nearly sighted a goal for the Blades. And we're just coming up to the 1 minute mark now. As both managers are still on the edge of the technical area. Ball lofted forward. Blackburn now looking to make some headway. Tanganga wins a header. It's to Chong. Chong scoops it forward towards halfway. Bamford up for a header. And it's cleared by Blackburn back into the United half. And now Burrows is going to hoof that forward. It comes to Bamford now to Chong. To Gyro. To Rothwell. Back out to Burrows on the left. He's going to look down the line for Bamford. Excuse me, Cannon.
Looks a bit empty, doesn't it?
It does a bit. It does a bit. I think the enthusiasm for the season is waning because that's really disappointing, isn't it? But it's never been for me that, guys. I have to say, people can support their football club however they want, and it's like I said, it's expensive as well. So it's you can understand the cost of it, but I'm always up for a game of football, always up for it, no matter where we are in the league. And it's going to be a throw-in for Blackburn deep into their half near the corner flag.
I don't think I've seen Bramall Lane this empty here in a very, very long time.
No, I don't either. That's particularly empty, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't normally comment on it. I'm just going to give that foul. Yeah. I'm always going to give one of them.
I guess it's that time of year as well, in fairness to people, where season ticket renewals are coming up, and you've got to dig deep into your pockets for that. So anyone doing that who has to buy an individual ticket for this or tickets for their family, it's tough. There's lots of different circumstances as well, isn't there?
I do agree there.
Just seen Charlton have gone 1-0 up at home to Ipswich. That's a big scoreline in the Championship.
Ipswich throwing it away.
They really are at the moment. Doherty's put Charlton 1-0 up.
I said it 2 weeks ago and all about the Championship. Watch out for Millwall.
You did say that. You marked the card, didn't you, at that point?
Yeah.
Cross from Blackburn towards the back stick. And that's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. And Ribeiro getting forward there, but it was just a bit too high for him.
Yeah.
Michael O'Neill with his dual role at the moment. That was Northern Ireland manager and Blackburn manager.
Does he plan on doing that next season? Surely not.
I'm not sure. I think he was brought in on a temporary basis for Blackburn. So it's whether or not they look to appoint him on a permanent basis, I suppose. He's done a decent job with them, I think. He's stabilised them at the very least and made sure that they don't slip into too much trouble. I think at this stage, Gaz, we look at the league table, and actually I've got to give it another glance because I think it's looking very much like, Leicester have gone now, but it's looking very much like Oxford, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, Oxford. Yeah, I can't. They're not going to, even if Blackburn lose tonight, to turn 5 points round into, they're going to win both their games, and all Blackburn don't pick up another point.
Yeah, it would take. The goal difference actually is level. They're both on -15, but that would be some turnaround, wouldn't it? If even if Blackburn don't pick up another point, Oxford have got to win both their games. So, Blackburn probably feeling comfortable at this point.
Yeah, Sheffield United winning and losing 1-0 as well, 50th minute.
Well, hopefully that's not a sign for the men as well. Harrison Burrows slips a ball just down the line to Gus Hamer. It's stolen by Blackburn.
I think he's got away with one there because I think that's a yellow card.
Yeah, it looks.
He might come back he might come back for this. He might come back and caution. So people always say, "Oh, you can't come back and caution." You can. You don't come back and caution if you play advantage for a promising attack. I think he's caught him here. I really do. I think that's a yellow card, personally.
Yeah, he's definitely left a bit on Montgomery there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So we're into the 6th minute. It's still Sheffield United 0, Blackburn 0. Fast start from United, but it's kind of steadied out since then. Blackburn now with the ball in their half, just looking to play the ball along their back three. And looking to make inroads through the middle now, Adam Forshaw. Nice little ball down the line. Blackburn looking to get in a cross, and it's blocked by Mark McGuinness. Good defending. He got out to that well, Gaz. I thought was quite alert to that.
I've been impressed with him the last couple of games, to be honest. I think he's done well. He's definitely started to build a partnership with Tanganga. I thought Tanganga was poor a couple of games ago, but last game I think he was really good. But I thought he had a good game.
It's about having the right balance of attributes, isn't it? Sometimes, and getting the partnerships right. There's little partnerships all over the pitch, and I think McGuinness and Jaff is probably a better one than what we had before.
Yeah.
And Blackburn now just with the ball inside United's area, now looking to get a cross in from their left-hand side. Oh, and Adam Davis does really well there. So it's a cross that swerves in, almost ends up in the top corner. Gaz, Adam Davis pulling that one away. I'm just going to have a look at this replay to see how close it was. It's an in-swinging cross. I tell you what, that might creep in, Gaz. It's a really good hand from Adam Davis. He's alert to it.
Yeah, or I don't know who it was at the back post. I didn't see who it was, but there was somebody hanging around there as well. So could have been an opportunity there for sure for them.
Well, Blackburn sticking it on us at the minute with a couple of crosses into the box. United having just a spell of having to defend their own penalty area. That's going to go out right on the halfway line for a Blackburn throw.
Yeah, you think about against Coventry, they started really well against Coventry, had a few opportunities. So I don't. It's not like this is a shock to me, to be honest with you. They'll have spells in the game, 100%.
Paul says, "Well done, Jamie Dumpling." Thomas says, "Should score." So that would have been that Tom Cannon chance early on. It's Max Lowe as ref. It does look a bit like Max Lowe, Dave. You're right. Lovely little ball through from Gus. Cannon should have buried that. Ramaman says, "Charlton 1, Ipswich 0. Yeah, we saw that a moment ago. Doherty putting Charlton in front. Scott says that's the issue with Gus. He's always a risk of a silly yellow card. Just makes him look lazy." Yeah, I think it was one of those. I think I tend to agree in that particular instance, Scott, because I think he knew he was losing the ball. Players have a good sense of when they're being closed down, particularly at that level. And Montgomery was closing in fast. I think he knew. It probably was a bit of a lazy leg he left in. I have to agree. Jack says how we started. We started at a right pace, Jack, the first 30 seconds, and Tom Cannon had a decent chance to score. And it's settled down a bit since. And in the last couple of minutes, Blackburn have stuck 2 or 3 crosses into the box, but we've dealt with them. No clear-cut chances for them. So I think it's pretty even so far. But with the United having had the best chance of the game, and it comes back to McGuinness from Burrows, and across the field to Tanganga. Now to Kiana.
That's poor.
That's a poor pass into nowhere.
Gosh, I think Cannon moved, didn't he? Cannon went to make a run and he was in that area.
Being closed down here, Hover, does really well, actually. Nice little Cruyff turn there as the ball was moving.
Freaking risky, that.
Was risky. He did well in the end, but at first I thought, what's he doing?
Well done, Bamford.
Comes back as far as Hover again. He lays it inside to Tanganga. Start on the screen. Blackburn have lost 6 of their last 9 league games against Sheffield United. 1, 2, drawn 1. And a long diagonal ball from Chong over to Burrows, but it's headed out for a United throw. McGuinness across to Tanganga, just on halfway, over to Hover. Now back to Gyro. Riedewald dropped into a really deep position in between the centre halves. Burrows to Gus and back to McGuinness. Going nowhere at the minute. Gaz, Blackburn are in a bit of a shape, aren't they?
Yeah, this is where I think we missed the lights. Oh, that was unlucky. I think that's where we miss a nail, to be honest with you. Somebody who can step out of the back line and maybe take somebody on rather than trying to pass it out, kind of thing. Just to open that space and move somebody out of position.
Blackburn looking to build an attack now. They're on the edge of our area, but a pass went astray. It's now back out wide.
Should have dealt with that previously.
And McGuinness again, just getting out to the cross, closing it down. And Morishita trying to get a cross in, but McGuinness does really well again there. He's alert to that and gets a block in. So Ribeiro's going to take a corner for Blackburn at the Kop end. On their right, United's left. It's on the TC stand side of the ground. Cross comes in, and McGuinness gets up and clears it. And Chong now looks to break, but he doesn't have enough pace to get beyond the Blackburn defence.
Right, think about this. We've got press on here. Do not foul him. He's looking for a foul here. Do not let him out. Well done, United. Oh, lucky. Gus needs to be careful. He's pulled him again there. Yeah. Offside. Offside.
He's got to be, hasn't he? But he sticks it away.
Offside? He looks offside. Unless he wasn't. But if he hasn't, he's interfered with play.
Well, Ahashi's gone through on goal and has slotted the ball in the corner past Adam Davis. He looked a mile offside, Gaz. I'd have to see that again.
Yeah, one of them was offside.
I was just stunned, guys. I will try and explain on the replay what happened. I was just waiting for the offside flag to go up and then was stunned that it didn't. So Ahashi makes a run. There's a pass through the middle.
Oh, that's tight,
It might not be Ahashi that was offside.
Ahashi's not, but
his teammate was beyond him, wasn't
he? Yeah, but the thing is with stuff like this, it's all about impact. I'm just looking how he's in. Oh, you know what? Has he impacted Hoover's ability to play the ball there and make a charge? I think that's off. Honestly, I think that's offside.
He's in Hoover's way, isn't he? He can't get in and try and intercept or tackle. I tend to agree with you. Even taking my red and white hat off, Gaz, I tend to agree that
Hoover can't play the ball.
Yeah, he's prevented him, and he's in an offside position.
And he's in an offside position, is affected, and he's affected the ability of another player to attempt to play the ball, and that's low.
Well, be that as it may, Blackburn Rovers lead this game. I'm just going to go off and change the score. So, very disappointing from our point of view, and a contentious one as well.
Yeah, I think that's offside. I really think that's offside. I want to have a look at it again, but my gut feeling is offside. Don't get me wrong, goal scorer is not offside. He looks on. He's tight, but he looks on. It's the other player. But that's so. I will just say it is difficult. So the assistant referee would have been going to the referee. I'm waiting on. I don't know who it was. I'm waiting on number such and such, or I'm waiting on him, and there'll be a conversation waiting on, and then he would have asked at some point there, did that offside player impact? And he asked the referee that. It's a referee that makes that decision. And he's just the assistant referee gives that foul as well, by looks, not the referee there. I don't think they were both offside. Somebody's just put in the chat. I don't know if they were.
It's a yellow card for Tanganga there for
blatant yellow card. That
impeding Montgomery there, and Dave says Miles offside.
One of them is. One of them is.
Evening, gents. Says Daniel just finished work. Have I missed much? Well, you might have missed a goal, or I don't know whether you caught it, but not a lot before that. Brum 1-0, Borough 1-0. Says Scott. Pigs losing. Says Darren.
Yeah.
Jack says McGuinness blocking across. Lovely to see. Davis comes out to claim across there as we speak. Wait till you see the goal, says Darren.
Yeah.
How's that not offside? Just 2009 Blade.
I need to, like I say, I need to watch it back, but I can see why it's not been given. But I've got the art of a replay when I've looked at it, and I think there's impact. I really do.
Jamie,
my opinion. But the referee might have made the decision that he's not impacted his ability to play the ball.
Jack says time to see what we're made of. Also wasn't offside. One of them was, but he didn't touch the ball. He didn't, Jack, but as Gaz said, he was right in Hover's way and prevented him from making a defensive action. He couldn't intercept and he couldn't try and make a challenge. So that's what we're contending. Let's say that's what we're challenging. But it's been and gone now, and we're 1-0 down.
Yeah, 1-0 down. It's not going to change. No VAR here.
Danny Hall says it's offside as well. There was a comment. I'm trying to look for it here. Someone said both offside. I can't see where that is. They weren't both offside.
I don't think
actually
so.
looked well onside to me. It was his teammate.
Yeah, we need to get a grip of this game quite quick. God, what's going off? How's that allowed to happen? How's Gus allowed to have two players on his own like that then? Well done, Gus.
He's totally isolated there, isn't he?
Well, yeah. Where was Burrows then?
Gus has got to be careful. He's just cleared someone out there.
Yeah.
He's just completely body checked him.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. Like I say, I'm surprised he's not in the book already.
Surely that ball is played into the area. It's still offside if the goal scorer isn't.
It's not so much the ball. It's to do the impact that being in an offside position is not an offence. Impacting, for example, people's ability to play the ball is an offside offence. But it's the interpretation of the referee, and it will be the referee, by the way. Did he believe that he impacted Hoover's ability to play the ball? That's the question. And
that's subjective again, isn't it?
It is subjective. I need to see it again.
There's a lot of the laws and the rules are subjective, and it frustrates me. But it's kind of evolved that way, and a lot of it is to do with clubs, managers, players protesting about some of the laws that we've had in the past, and they've been adapted and changed to try and help improve the game. And to keep a lot of the bigger clubs happy. Personally, it's just my opinion. And unfortunately, it's made a lot of rules subjective if they weren't already.
That's poor. That is poor by Cannon. That Chongi does really well there. Takes on a couple of players, breaks out, pings it into Cannon. Cannon just freaking drops it to one of their players.
Yeah, it was poor from
You're
Tom
not getting
Cannon.
that. If he does another freaking stupid turn like that, I know.
He likes that little Cruyff turn thing, doesn't he? Over. It's ball played across now. So Blackburn bursting over halfway. It's one of the centre halves bringing it forward. It's Alabasu, the right back, clips in across on the outside of his right foot. Bamford comes to get in the way of that, and it's back to Adam Davis, so we can reset. Jack says guy was offside, didn't touch the ball, but he made the move to go for it. Don't know if that makes a difference.
Depends if it's impacted the defender or not. Going towards the ball is not an offside offence. It depends on the impact.
Exactly. Jack says 2009 Blade. Simon says hello from Perth, Australia, up the Ramble, up the Blades. We've got a few people from Oz. joining us on stream. It's good, including Dingo Dumpling. Jack says, personally, if Cannon doesn't step up, we need to level up. Can't disagree with you there, Jack. Ian says, no way Gus doesn't pick up a yellow in this game. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he literally, I don't know if anybody saw that in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. He literally wiped someone out. He just threw his body into them. And he had no intention of playing the ball. He's going to pick up a yellow at some point. Let's hope not worse. Darren says City winning.
Are they? That's Burnley down if they lose tonight.
Yeah. So now the
Birmingham
ball
are winning 2-0. Preston are in dire straits at the moment.
Yeah, aren't they just? Jaffet Tanganga with a ball now. Across to Mark McGuinness. Sends it just over halfway to Burrows. Now back to Gus. It's back in the United half. Gyro back to Adam Davis. Good pressing from Ahashi. Tanganga clips the ball forward. Tom Cannon trying to bring the ball down to Bamford. Not quite clicking up there at the moment.
This is nearly as bad as Bristol City first half.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? And Jaff just inside the United half, looking for a way forward. They've got their shape and their press set really well, Blackburn. They don't
I just think at the moment, we're very easy to play against.
And towards Patrick Bamford, now onto Tom Cannon, but it's cleared by the Blackburn defence. Ball played down the line. He has got to be offside by. he's got to be like 4 caravans offside there. It took the linesman a while to put his flag up.
I'll be honest with you, I would have debated not flagging that. I'll tell you why in a minute once this is. And the reason being is he runs towards the ball, but then turns around and stops and runs back. And the only thing I think is he's done that once the whistle's gone. Maybe I can't hear the whistle because I put it on mute. It'd be nice to know if he whistled. I'll be honest. People won't like me as an assistant referee. I hold my flag quite a while. I just make sure there's an offence first because I've seen it so many times. That looked offside for Gus anyway. I've seen it so many times.
These are the things as supporters we don't think about, and I think we're looking at that one. We see someone offside, and we're looking at that one decision, and there could be other things going off, as you say. Chris Wilder looking slightly agitated at the minute, I have to say. I think I would be. Toth's about to take a goal kick for Blackburn. I think this just highlights, Gaz, we still, despite the improved results in the last 2 games, I think we've still got a hell of a lot of work to do, haven't we? This team has still some surgery to be done.
No, we know we have, to be fair. No, I'm confident going into tonight. I'm not saying it's over because I know we've got the ability to turn this game around. We're only 23 minutes in. Don't rule out a 2-1 or a 3-1 still now, but you can see the frustration in the players. They're all you've got Hamer and Gyro freaking not having an argument, but having a disagreement on the pitch. It's like you look at it here. 3 of our midfielders currently are in our own half.
Yeah,
and it's like what's the way that we get out of this? Don't get me wrong, Cannon and Bamford are moving around a hell of a lot. I just think in the middle of the park, we're too deep. I think we're too deep. Look, that's always going to happen. It's going to get cut out.
Yeah. Well, Gyro's just had a pass cut out, and he's playing almost as a centre of a back 5 at the minute. He's dropped in really deep between the centre backs. Rothwell just ahead of him. So we've got Birmingham 2, Preston 0. It's just come up on the screen. Gyro is going to pick the ball up. We win it back just over halfway.
That's poor, that.
And, it's a really poor pass that skips through Patrick Bamford's legs and beyond Tom Cannon. And now Blackburn have got the ball back in their own area. They're going to look to play out. Our press is not quite quick enough to put them under any sort of serious pressure, and they play out quite easily.
Well in,
And
Gus.
Gus as well to intercept there. Alabasu trying to run down the right-hand side for Blackburn. Gus finds Gyro. Back to Gus. Plays a long diagonal ball forward from just inside our own penalty area. Now it's with Adam Forshaw. We lose the ball again.
This is where I think Chris needs to change something.
Yeah. I've got to say, guys, it's not. I'm not enchanted by the first 25 minutes.
No.
But don't let me depress you all, Blades. Please stay with us on the Ramble.
Yeah, I know.
It will get better. We've got 140 people watching at the moment, so thank you for joining us. Try and get through a few comments during this little lull period. It looks like Adam Davis is about to take a goal kick, I think. Let's see how we can handle this adversity, says Jack. Come on, Blades. We don't like the press at all. No, we're not dealing with it very well tonight, Jack, and we're not quick enough in our own press as well. Blackburn are able to play out far too easily for me. Jack says a lot of changes, going to take time to build that shape. Alessandro said still not a McGuinness fan. Gyro did play as a centre-back a fair bit when at Palace. At times, yes, he did. I remember that. Why not put him in there with Tanganga and Peck next to Rothwell to liven this up? Oh, also get shot of Chong.
The only thing I do at the moment is I don't get Gyro's our deepest player, and I get dropping into the back four to get the ball. It just means we've got less of an outlet in midfield where let Tanganga and McGuinness do this. Definitely, I don't think McGuinness, maybe not, but Tanganga, I think, has this ability to play that ball out from the position that Gyro's. Look at Gyro now. He's a deep. It's like we're playing three at the back with Gyro in the middle at the moment. That's generally what it looks like.
He's dropped really deep, hasn't he? He's like playing between the two centre backs. It's like they're not trusted to play out themselves, so he has to be back there with them.
Well, I think Tanganga has that ability.
Yeah, I'm not quite seeing what the plan is at the moment. I mean, unless that's, they've got Morishita and Ahashi that will go kind of narrow and one will play off the other. So maybe it's to deal with that. But even so, we're playing at home. We should be trying to step into them and dictate a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially a team that's been struggling this season.
Fair play to Bamford and Cannon. They're working. Gus is working. Even Chong is trying to get involved. I just don't think we've got an outlet ball. We haven't got them phase lines to build play up through at the moment. I don't think, because he's in the middle on his own. His old Rothwell at the moment.
Paul says Blades need to get a grip of this before it runs away from us. Absolutely. Bappa Blade says Gyro looks like he's playing in defence tonight. Burrow's nowhere near a back four position wise. He's left wing more than left back. I mean, maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe that's what they,
yeah. Maybe they are. Maybe they're playing Burrows out on the left, and because Gus is there. I was just thinking if they put Gus in midfield, but I don't think they have. Let's see what happens now.
Jack says we need some pace in this team. How's Chong doing? My stream froze. Chong hasn't been. He hasn't been the worst player on the pitch, Jack. I'll say that. He had a couple of nice touches early on. Kind of did a. There was one pass that it was unfortunate he didn't play someone through with. None of them have been great, though, in all honesty. I've got to say, he's been a disappointment for me, T. Chong. When we signed him, I thought we might be able to do something with him. We might be able to make a player of him. Because we've seen it before. He's had good spells at Luton, and when he broke through at Man United, he looked a prospect. It's not quite happened for him yet at Sheffield United. Ball comes through to Patrick Bamford. He's about 25 yards out. Shot. It's a good save from Toth. It comes back out to T. Chong. He's just inside the Blackburn area. He's going to try and get a cross in. But Blackburn deal with that for the moment. Chong back to Hover. He's going to swing a cross in from the right. Headed by Cannon. Comes to back out to Gyro.
Welling United.
Welling, better, quicker in the press, winning the ball back. Tahit Chong now trying to skip inside to get a cross in. Lays it back to Rothwell. Out wide to Hover. He's going to try and get across to the box. He lays a little ball inside with his left foot to Chong. Back out to Hover. We needed to get that ball in earlier. It's just slowed down too much now. Back to Rothwell now in the middle.
Oh, Rothwell, bloody hell.
And he's overrun it and lost the ball.
Oh, shit.
And now Blackburn are 3-on-2, 3-on-3. United getting back now in numbers. Blackburn had an opportunity there, Gaz. They had a real opportunity to break on us there now.
It's 3-on-2 then. That's a good ball, that. Unlucky, that. Yeah, 3-on-2. They had the opportunity, definitely. Definitely did.
So Preston have pulled one back in their game. 2-1 now.
Yeah.
And now it's with Gyro, who still seems to be playing in a back three. I don't understand this formation. It's bizarre.
Got a foul.
Will the plug socket says, what would you change, lads?
I'd move Gyro out of that back three. That's what I'd do.
Well, that for one thing. I was going to say half the squad, Will. To be honest with you. And we will in the summer. But yeah, I'd go with Gaz. Get Gyro pushed further forward. At the end of the day, you've got to rely on your two centre halves to defend for one thing, and to be able to play out when the ball comes to them or when we retrieve the ball. And Gyro just seems to be in there at the moment as a little bit of an insurance policy for those two for me, and I don't like it. Let them be responsible for their own stuff and let Gyro be a midfield player. Harrison Burrows, as Gaz said, seemed to have been pushed further forward on the left. I would just make it a proper back four, to be honest. Davis with the save. It's a shot from Blackburn from the edge of the area. Header, Davis with another save, and it's 2-0.
2-0. Bloody hell, this is embarrassing.
It's 2-0. They're so poor from Sheffield United. Adam Davis, you got to feel sorry for him, Gaz. He had to make 2 saves before a third rebound. He had no chance. He was on the floor by then.
Gee, I can't. He's done well with the first one to get it out there. I was just about to say then he's done well to push it out, get it out of that out of the danger, out of the 6-yard box. But again, it's down this side again, isn't it? Where we seem to be having problems all the time. That's too easy, Burrows.
It's way
That's
too
a good
easy.
save. Does well with that, and then Cross comes in, does well with this again. That's a good save as well. And I don't know what Burrows is shouting freaking offside for. I really don't. He's come from behind you, pal.
I feel really sorry for Adam Davis there. He's made 2 terrific saves, and then Morishita's just bundled another one in because no one's dealing with anything. What are they all doing? I mean, what is Burrows doing? Sorry, I'm getting that angry, guys. I've knocked my camera there. What is Burrows doing there? What is McGuinness? All right, he's defended a couple of situations well earlier on and got out to the cross. But what are the pair of them doing there? They're just ball watching. Yeah. And then everyone's ball watching when the ball comes back in again. It's so poor from United. It's just so non-committal and soft again.
Just switching off, innit? Just switching off. Burrows switches off and then asks for an offside. He can't be offside. He's in front of. He's come from behind you, and it's blatantly obvious he's come from behind you.
Situations where the ball comes into the box again, like against Swansea, the ball comes in, and we've got centre halves like Jaff and McGuinness, and they've no idea where anyone is. They've no idea where any of the forwards or attacking players are. They're just spinning their heads around, ball watching.
Bamford does well there. Your 3-2's on, Lou.
Your 3-2 is on. You're right, mate. That's a positive way of looking at it.
He's going to give that. Oh,
Cannon into the area here. He's trying to wrestle the ball back, but Blackburn come away with it. It's only as far as McGuinness. We're now pushed very much up into the Blackburn half, and Blackburn aren't going to be in a rush now. 2-0 up, they're going to sit back and try and hit us on the break.
Guarantees survival. It sends Oxford down this, so they'll be very much wanting to protect this.
Yeah. Oh, this is so disappointing. Such a disappointing start to the game. I mean, we knew Blackburn had a bit of a threat, Gaz. We know we got some players that on their day can cause you some problems, but crikey, I mean, we've got to be doing better than this. It's just the manner of the goals.
No, I agree.
Especially the second one. Darren says, Jack living up to his usual standards. I don't know what you mean, Darren. Do I turn it off at half time and go back to sleep, or stay awake and see if we improve second half like we did versus Bristol City at half time? I think that might have even been posted at 1-0 there from Jamie. Papa Blazers, keep watching, Jamie. The sideways and backwards will put you to sleep anyway. Rob says, this is so dull, getting overrun in the middle, gyro, dropping deep. Jack says, really hoping Chong comes good. No comment, Jack. Scott says, players look on the beach. I'm just going to pause here because Chong's trying to drive into the box with the ball. He does really well, actually.
It's it, Bamford. Just have it.
Bamford with a cross. Comes back towards Burrows, who brings the ball down. Back to Gus Harmer.
Well done, Gus.
Hamer. Lays it down the line to Burrows. Cross by Burrows. Good cross.
Oh, it just bounces off him.
Bounces off Patrick Bamford. Just caught him off guard, that, as it skimmed off the Blackburn defender's head. Scott says, yeah, players look on the beach. Wilder said this would happen. Half time, we need a Wilder rocket and changes. I hope they get a rocket, Scott, I've got to say. Yellow card, Gaz, says Jack. Wake up, Blades. Players play for the badge. Language, Gaz, says Jamie. I don't know what he's referring to there, Gaz, and I'm not joking. I genuinely don't.
Yeah, I might have said a 4-letter word beginning with S.
Oh, you did. You did. I let that wash over me. I think I was so angry at the time. I just I didn't notice. Kelly says, what's going on? Why are we losing 1-0? Losing more than that now. We need to do something second half. We can't lose this. Up the Blades, up the Ramble. Like and subscribe. Let's get this superb channel to 12K. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate your support. And some reactions to the second goal here. Oh, dear. Dreadful, says Papa Blade. Certainly was. Bo Davis, says Jack. Yeah, I felt really sorry for Adam Davis there, Jack, I've got to say. Back to bed, Dumpling, says the gatekeeper. Burrows at fault for that goal, says Papa Blade. He certainly was one of the culprits, I have to admit. If Burrows doesn't step up, we level up. Yeah, as you said about Cannon, that's going to be the case in the summer. Players have to prove they want to be here. Jack and want to fight for the shirt. And we're not getting that first half here. Bamford on the edge of the United area, but again, it breaks down. Blackburn just crowd us out. They're going to try and come away with the ball now. Make Asher the clearance. Adam Forshaw now has the ball for Blackburn as they look to come over halfway.
That's a foul on Tanganga.
Yeah, Jaffet Tanganga. I think there was a bit of 50-50 there between him and the Blackburn player, but
it's
certainly a foul on Jaff. Mark McGuinness now just inside the United half. He's going to lay it across to Tanganga. Gyro still playing in some bizarre back three shape with...
Oh, here we go.
Blackburn win the ball back, breaking just over halfway. To Morishita. Steps inside. Lays the ball across. And Blackburn very close to making it 3-0.
Wow.
And it's laid back to, I think that's Gardner Hickman. And I'll just describe this again. So we lose the ball just over halfway. Shocking pass out from Hover, intercepted. Lovely ball down the line to Morishita. He chops inside, sells it to McGuinness, lays it across. Gardner Hickman, from the edge of the Sheffield United box, just over the bar. Really poor again from Sheffield United.
Ripping my hair out, Luke.
Oh, mate.
I don't get the shape. I don't understand it.
I'm trying not to be...
It's like we've got 4 up front here now, currently. Gus has come a bit deeper now. We've got a line of 3 there. But you've got nothing in the midfield to have your passage of lines to play that ball. There's no passing lane.
There's none, is there? I'm... sorry, mate. I was in denial and didn't change the score earlier, so I'm going to do that now with some reluctance.
Like I say, 3-2, mate. Yeah, I don't think we move the ball quick enough to move teams around when we're like.
No,
we're good at winning the ball high up in the pitch and then breaking out from that.
We don't play with enough tempo, do we?
Right, here we go. McGuinness stepping out. That's better.
The 40th minute of the game now. Burrows steps inside, lays it back to Jairo Riedewald, who's so deep. I mean, he's literally playing as a centre-back. He's in a back three.
Well, McGuinness is freaking playing left wing right now. McGuinness is playing left wing.
Tom Cannon there looking for a decision,
Offside.
looking for a free kick on the edge or a penalty. He's not going to get one. And it is offside, as you say.
I want to see that again because I think that might be a foul on Cannon.
I'm trying not to get, we're live on the internet, and I'm trying to be composed and a little bit professional for the channel, if that's the right word. And I'd be fuming if I was sat in the ground and I'd paid to watch this. I'd be absolutely fuming. So poor. Like you said, there's no outball, is there? There's no option.
He's going mental, Chris. Are you watching that? You see him? Chris is going mental at the moment. He's like...
He's going to tear
honestly,
half time.
Yeah, sorry. This is where, if you want to make a statement to players, rip a player off now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just hang them up to dry. What's he got to lose as well with some of them? They're not,
He hasn't some of them. Look, freaking! I don't know why they're showing that. That happens at every game where we're winning 2-3 or 4-0. You're going to get the odd people going for a pie and a pie.
They're not. They're making it out like they're walking out. They're going for an early pie.
It's not that freaking bad. Well, it is. The game is bad, but that's not.
We've seen worse, aren't we? We've been in worse situations.
Yeah. Oh, geez, that's just a look as well.
It's going all over the place, isn't it? Burrow's trying to clear it. He hits McGuinness with a clearance. Ipswich have equalised Gaz at Charlton. It's 1-1. Darnell Furlong.
Yeah, see.
And Matlock Blade, he's talking about the second goal. I feel sorry for Davis there. Burrow's ball watching for a change. Really, Jack, says Ian. Just shows that the 3 changes make a massive difference, says Michael.
That is worrying, considering I think 2 of them could potentially be off at the end of the season.
Alessandro says this is Dyer, Chong off, Brooks on, McGuinness off, Peck on. Let Jairo play centre-back and can step up at times.
Don't disagree with that.
Johnson's Classic United win 2 on the trot and then inconsistently. We are so bad. Again, 0-2, big changes can't come quick enough. Simon says there's no urgency within this team. John says turn that garbage off. Jesus wept. Unfortunately, we can't, John. Deborah says hi, Lou and Gaz need to get Brooks and Sariki on and take Chong and Hover off. For me, not working with them on. Difficult to disagree with you, Deborah. Talking about Chong, Lou. Oh, sorry, Darren. Got you. Sarah says this is poor. It certainly is. Catherine says time for a massive clear out. I think one's coming, Catherine, irrespective of how we play tonight, to be honest. I know we got no to play for, but you've got to play for the badge. Story of this season, really. Get a few wins in and utterly buckle, says Dave. What is this shape, says Jack. Honestly, mate, I don't know. I think sometimes we're in a back 3. I say that, and now Jairo's nowhere to be seen when the ball's gone back. He seems to be given license to go forward when we progress. But
well done, Tom Cannon. Right, this is better because look, we've got a midfield now because they're higher up the pitch.
Ian says Wilder needs to earn his corner at half time. I have to agree, and to be honest with you, I'm sure he'll be trying, mate.
It's all right. Sheffield United women are losing 3-0.
It's not going well for the Blades tonight, is it? On both fronts.
Yeah. You know what's annoying me about that as well? There, you watch the run back there. Gus has overtaken Burrows, and it's Gus that's the furthest freaking left back. Don't know what Burrows is doing. And I'll be honest, I've not really complained about Burrows this season. I know a lot of people have, but I'm just watching him tonight, and I'm not impressed.
We'll save some of the comments for half time, Gaz, because I am. I'll need to ask for your help again, mate. I'm going to need a comfort break. It really was a mad scramble to get here, so I'll have to disappear for 30 seconds. But I'm going to save it on the next comment, which is Jamie Dumpling. So you can take that over at half time. And the balls. Oh God, Gaz, what are we doing?
I don't.
I don't. Just come straight to Adam Forshaw. There's no challenge there. There's nothing.
I don't understand it at the moment.
It's another tough watch. Diagonal ball out to the right to Ali Basu. He's going to knock a lovely cross in.
Oh, it's 3-0.
3-0. What a cracking goal. I tell you what, I have to say again, poor from Sheffield United. We clear the ball out, give it straight back to them. They play a diagonal ball over to the right wing back. No one comes out to challenge him or to prevent the cross. He puts in a terrific cross, which you would do if you have all that time. And the header's fantastic. Adam Davis has got no chance with it. Absolutely shocking, Gaz. An absolutely appalling first half from Sheffield United. And every single player, aside Adam Davis, I would say, wants to hang their head in shame. They were absolutely appalling in this first half.
You know, the point is, again, look who goes out to challenge this ball again. Gus Burrows jogging around like he's on the freaking beach. Oh, this is unbelievable.
If you give a player, and he's a decent player, we saw, I wish I could get his name right, Ali Basu. Please, someone try and give me a pronunciation of his name. But the Blackburn right wing back, we saw him have a very good game against Coventry, or certainly a very good first half against them on Friday. And he's a bit of a player. And if you give a decent player that much time to put in a cross, he's going to put it on he puts it on the dot, doesn't he, for a Hashi, and it's a terrific header. But we've got to do so much better. There's so much prevention that can be done before that goes in.
Yeah, I agree. People in groups complain about Tanganga. I get that to a certain degree. He's got the run on Tanganga. That's why he beats him there. But we don't close the ball down.
No,
we don't close. This does my head in. This is where I get really wound up. Yeah, it's half time. That's why it's not like everyone's walking out. Stop trying to write a story. No.
Oh, even Sky do, don't they? They're always trying to write a story.
Oh, does my nut.
Oh, well, I don't know what to say to our... thank you, everyone, for joining us. We've got 180 people watching at the moment. We really appreciate the support. It really helps the channel. And I'm sorry you're being served this absolutely disgusting performance from Sheffield United.
I ain't got my... I want to know if there's boos at the ground, mate, because I've turned my sound down.
They did. They booed him. I heard there was a chorus of boos at half-time, and rightly so.
That is worse, in my opinion, than Bristol City first half.
Agreed. That was one of the worst 45 minutes performances we've put in all season. It was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Everything was wrong. The shape's been wrong. We haven't engaged the press quick enough or with enough intensity. We haven't been able to play through Blackburn's press. The whole thing, there's been, like you say, no passing lanes. There's been nowhere to play a ball out to. Just awful. Absolutely awful. Guys, I'm going to take a comfort break on that note, mate. I'm going to put Jamie Dumpling's comment up so you see it highlighted. That's where we begin. So if you don't mind, mate, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah,
no drama. So, yeah, it's just so poor, isn't it? I don't know what to say about that. It's I'm looking at... We've had 64% possession. It's just on the screen now. They've had 7 shots, 5 on target. It's just poor. They've won more tackles than us. They've had more clearances than us, more headed clearances. We've won more aerial duels. It's just absolutely shocking. Our passing accuracy is better. They've took the chances, and we've allowed them. We have absolutely allowed them to just literally dominate this game. Stood off them. No way of playing through or anything. It's really poor. So I'll just go into some of the comments. Do we have a midfield with this shit? I'm so confused. No, Jack, I'm same as you. Gyro's dropping into the back, into the back 5 as it is, kind of thing, if you count the fullbacks as well. But definitely dropping into a back 3. At times, the midfield, there's no midfield in the opposition's half when we've got the ball. Who are you supposed to pass to unless you're going to ping a diag somewhere or ping it over the top? Poor. Really poor at the moment. I go back to bed now, Jamie, before you fall to sleep. Yeah, agreed. Totally agree, Sarah. If I play Burrows' man was 10 yards goal side again. How can Wild not see it? Hate to constantly dig out one player, but seriously, Papa, I'm with you tonight, mate. I really am. I think I started watching it a couple of times there, and Burrows, Hamer's running past him. Let's be honest, Gus isn't known for freaking pace, is he? It's like, come on. Yeah, I'd pull Burrows. I'd pull Burrows. I really would. They should be out of sight. Their car is open after times. This was before 3-0. I know that, Darren, and that, because I remember seeing that comment pop up. So yeah, they are out of sight. Not watching the match, but United even trying. I don't think it's about trying, Heller. I don't get it. Glad I decided to skip this game. Yeah, that's a fair point as well, mate. Any update on the situation with Chris at Footy Social Club? I'll leave that one there for Lou to comment, because I'm not 100% sure. I've not messaged Christian actually. I've been meaning to message him, but I've not done it yet. So I need to get around to that, to be honest with you. But this is what's frustrating about Sheffield United, in my opinion, all this season. Like a few people have said it, we've gone on. We've won 2 games on the bounce. Like I said previously at the start of the game, and so did Lou. Like, our game management's been a lot better. We've been more clinical, everything like that. And put a performance like this in. I know he's changed 3 players. But all he's done is took O'Hare, Brooks, and Sariki out, and it's gone Pete Tong. He's moved 3 players. It's not like he's dropped 10 players out of the team, and it's really, really poor.
Just looking at the stats, Gaz, and thank you for holding the fort, mate. On my way back, the kids happen to still be awake. Should be in bed well before now, but that delayed me as well. So parent stuff, and this is the Ramble. Thank you for that, mate. So I just looking there, mate. 64% possession for Sheffield United. It didn't feel like it the way the game went, but it just shows you it doesn't make a difference, does it? You can have as much possession as you want. Total shots for 1 on target. Blackburn have had 7 shots, 5 on target. And we talked about them being a bit of a wasteful team, didn't we? And
when you look at their crosses, 15 crosses they've just had in that half.
It's incredible, isn't
it? I'm baffled. We need to make changes. I left that comment up for Jamie. I didn't know if I've not spoken to Christian this week.
I have. I've been speaking to Christian. I speak to Christian a lot, actually. I've gotten to know him really well recently, and I did speak to him today, and I asked him about this because it's been a few days since we've had an update. So, thanks for asking, Jamie. So the update is Christian has managed to get some contact with Team YouTube, and they're helping him out. They are looking at the situation, and they're going to get back to him, but it just seems to take some time, this process. So he's been waiting a few days. I think he chased it up a couple of days ago. So hopefully he'll get a reprieve soon and get his YouTube channel back. He should do, because he's done absolutely nothing wrong. And at the moment, he's putting out some content on TikTok, on other platforms as well. I think he's putting out one of the pictures as well.
Here's the goal now.
Yeah, just showing the goal here. The first one.
Yeah, you are. No, that's a goal. I'm watching that back. He's not getting anywhere near that.
No.
Yeah,
no, he's not. I think that's probably what the officials have looked at, haven't they? Yeah, I'd have to say we haven't got an argument really there, have we? He's not getting to that. So
no, it's not like he's not had to run round him or anything really. Yeah. No, that's a goal. That more and more I look at this, this will be the better angle. Yeah, Hoover's not. Yeah, he'd be through on goal anyway. I don't think he's impacted.
We'd be splitting hairs, won't we?
We'd be annoyed if that got disallowed.
We're just showing the second goal here. So a save initially from Adam Davis. Cross comes back in. Another save from a header, and then Morishita's got tap in. Really feel for Adam Davis there. Really frustrating for him. Absolutely no protection from his defence. No one reacting to anything in the box, just ball watching.
It's so easy. He picks this up 5 yards.
What doing there, Gast? He's got to go to him. He's got to go and stop. He's got a free run down that side.
That's a good save by Davis.
Sorry, mate. I couldn't cross you there. I'm just
no.
Defending.
I get it, mate. David, he's unlucky, Davis. He nearly saves that second one, you know. Nearly saves it. This is diabolical. This is it. Look at Burrows. Yeah, you're not going to sprint, mate. You're just going to jog back, aren't you, pal? That's freaking annoying me, that.
Morishita chops inside. That's a chance that Blackburn had at 2-0. Could have made it 3 easily at that point. Gardner Hickman just over the bar. And then here's the third goal.
Look at Burrows. Let's put Burrows at the bottom, and I'll stop running. Sprints initially and then stops.
It's not good enough, is it? It's just not enough. I know they're replaying that chance there again, so we're actually going to be looking at the
This is
third goal now. Yeah, the cross is too easy. It's a great header, but the cross is and the cross is a terrific cross, but he's got all the time in the world to put it in. You can't defend like that. It's so poor.
God, he needs to change the world. I've not looked at what the comments are yet, but
I'll pick them up, mate. I'm just left Jamie's comment on the screen just to say. So yeah, our mate Christian at the Footy Social Club FSC has had some challenges this last week and lost his YouTube channel for no good reason. So you can find him, guys. I think the channel's still technically up on YouTube. Don't know. TikTok, he's on there. He's on Twitch as well. You can find him on social. So Footy Social Club, go and give Christian some support. And if you can, tag in Team YouTube as well and just play with them to have a look at his case because, yeah, don't know what's happening there, but hopefully he'll get his channel back up and running soon. Paul says they might not be on the beach just yet, but they're definitely at baggage check-in. Feel sorry for Blades fans who have paid good money to watch this rubbish. I agree, Paul. Cooler King. Hello, mate. Our resident Villa fan who is a supporter of the channel always comes in and leaves us a comment and joins the streams. Thank you, mate. Good to see you again. Evening, Lou and Gaz. Just switched on. What's gone wrong? Everything, mate. To be honest with you, missed a chance very early on. The only chance we've had, really. And it just absolutely appalling defended. And we set up in a really strange shape for me as well, Gaz. I don't know what we're set up like. I don't get it.
Yeah. No, I don't get it either, man. I really don't. I don't know what the formation is. That's the thing. I've not been able to work it out. To be really honest with you. I thought it was 4-4-2, but at times I've seen Chong and Hamer quite narrow, like they're playing a free up front. And then there's a one point where we had 4 people standing on their back line, and that's it. I really don't know, mate. To be honest with you.
Well, Rob Vaughan says, who set up the shape? Who told them to play this formation? The players can't be doing what they want, surely. No, you're right, Rob. And I think for the way we've set up, Chris has got to take some accountability. The manager always does. You know, it's not a dig at Chris Wilder. People know I'm a big Chris Wilder supporter. But managers always have to take some responsibility. They're part of the team. They're part of the staff. It's a collective. I've got to say, though, it doesn't matter what shape you set up in. And Gaz has highlighted some things in the first half, like Burrows just stops running in certain situations. And McGuinness, despite having a good start to the game, not getting out quick enough to some things. I highlighted Jaff and McGuinness asleep when the cross comes back in. These are all things that are individual decisions by players. It's about being proactive, about being switched on, about working hard enough. So it's a collective. Chris, I'm sure, will look at it and feel that he's maybe got 1 or 2 things wrong in that first half and will probably take some responsibility, either privately or publicly, depending on what he wants to do. But players have got to take responsibility as well, mate. It's a collective. And there were some players in that first half that did not want to be there, in my opinion, and didn't want to try hard enough. Burrows is making Gus' work rate look impressive. Yeah, I've got to say, Jack, it's very rare that I would say Gus outruns and outworks Saracen Burrows, but I think he did in that first half, quite honestly. Game over, says Jack. It might be game over, Jack. We've still got 45 minutes to play yet, and football's a funny old game, as someone once said. 3-0, says Scott, laughing away. And there's a lot more of that. This is absolutely ridiculous, Blades, says Michael. Yeah, I agree, mate. It's awful. Blackburn wants it more. Yes, absolutely, Scott. Concur with that. Not an excuse, Scott, says Jack.
No, it's not.
I'm turning it off. Good night, says Jamie Dumpling. Good night, mate. Have a good sleep. Get some kip. You'll be up at midday, early afternoon now, won't you? You were going to do that anyway, Jamie, if you didn't get up for the game, let's be honest. But I'm sorry you had to get up really early, pal, and witness that. It's like, I bet he thinks he's woken up in Australia and he's just thinking, was that just a bad dream? Did I have a nightmare, or did I actually wake up and watch the game? Pablo says, I think Burrows has wanted to leave for a while. He doesn't look bothered at all. Don't know how you guys manage not to lose it and swear. Playing like this would make a nun swear up the Blades, up all the Rambles. Well, I got to say, Pablo, I I try to be controlled in good company. So I'm trying to be good. Gaz is pretty good as well. Gaz is a pretty calm and composed person like me. I'm trying to maintain my composure for the sake of the channel. I did when we were awful, actually, when we went to watch Hull, Gaz. I was pretty composed when we were poor in that first half. But I do have a tendency to lose it when United play like this. I'm keeping a lid on it at the moment.
I weren't too bad at Hull because I was about 10 red wines and about 4 Guinness deep.
I was going to mention that. But yeah, that's right. I mean, we'd been at that point, hadn't we? So
yeah, I'll own that.
We were too merry, weren't we, to get upset, I think. Papa Blade says, as Jimmy likes new tech, can he bring a microphone so we can all boo at half-time? Disgraceful. Weak. Play for the badge or go. Agree, Paul. This is awful. Worst performance of the season. It's got to be close to it, hasn't it, Ray? It can't be far off. Can you think of a worse one, Gaz, than this? I'm struggling.
Bristol City was poor at first half, really poor. But I kind of, looking back on it, and I was fuming at the time, we just went into a 3-5-2, something that he tried to turn around in one training session. So I kind of get that bit. Not under Wilder, no. I think Sayers, what was the performance? I can't remember what game it was. Ipswich away was pretty poor, weren't it?
Yeah, I was going to say Ipswich away was dreadful, wasn't it? But it was Ruben's last game in charge. I think under Wilder, yeah, this is possibly the worst.
Wow,
I was frustrated. The one that really frustrated me this season was Wrexham away. Really irked me that game. It really got under my skin because of the manner of the second half performance. But even in that game, we showed some touches of quality and some cohesion, and we did in the first half in that game, and then it just all went to pot, didn't it? But I think this game is has been a really hard watch first half. Sonny says Wilder out.
No, I won't go that far, mate. But no. I get your opinion when you're seeing stuff like this, but I won't go that far.
Big changes after the season is done, or we're done for next season. It's a clear out of these players that don't care. Jordan says, Lou's saying this was a free hit for United before the game. Well, it is, Jordan, and I guess it still is. Do you know what I mean? If we lose it, in a sense, so what? I mean, I wanted us to break into the top half. Of course I did. I wanted us to finish the season strongly. But it doesn't look at this moment in time like we're going to do that. We're just going to get... Guys, we're getting 4 substitutions, bringing 4 subs on.
Does not surprise me one bit. Blaster on. Hi, you're on.
Blaster.
Binion on. Who's it? Is it? I don't think McAllister's been. McGuinness has been that bad.
No, he was poorer as the half went on. He started the game quite well, but Bindon, Arblaster, Peck, and Hjelde come on. I need to see the graphic to see who the 4 players that have gone off. I've not quite worked this out yet.
Rothwell off for Blaster.
Rothwell's off for Blaster.
Good to see Blaster. Gyro's off for Peck. McGuinness is off for Bindon. And Elijah, I can never pronounce his name, but he's off for Tong. Helder's off for Tong. So what happens now? He's changed of personnel rather than a change of shape.
Try and work out what's going on.
I think the shape stays the same.
What's bizarre though, Gaz, and I'm pretty sure, is Sariki on the bench tonight? I'm pretty sure he is.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he is.
He is. And there's obviously an issue with Sariki because Hover was absolutely dreadful in that first half. And he's still on the pitch. For me, he was one of the worst players on the pitch.
No, I agree with that.
And, he's made changes there. All right, I can understand 1 or 2 of them. But for me, I'd be changing the right back as well. Even if you want to make a 5th substitution, go for it. What we got to lose?
Well, yeah.
And this is drastic. Yeah, Rothwell off for Blaster, as you say.
Yeah, he was passive anyway. Oh, that's unlucky, that.
So just to summarise that, the 4 players coming off the field are Riedewald, Chong, Rothwell and McGuinness. We brought on Hjelde, Bindon, Arblaster, Peck. So we'll try and work out the shape from this as we go on into the second half, guys. Try and get through 1 or 2 more comments just as we get going. That's it. I'm done, says Dave. What a performance. Yeah, it was awful, Dave. I don't blame you. They ought to give their all, I think Paul's saying that. To be fair, I don't really care. It's just another reminder of why we are where we are. Yeah, absolutely.
That's fair play, Jack.
But I'm confused on the shape change. Me too, mate. And Jack, thank you for always being in the comments and supporting us, mate. It helps the channel, and we really appreciate it, bud. James says, do I stay or go to the railway?
Your
I
choice.
won't blame you if you went to the railway, James. I've never left a game early in my life. I've never done it. It's just not me. But I don't judge people for doing it, and I certainly wouldn't judge anyone on this performance. Absolutely dreadful. Bring all subs on. Bring all subs on. They quit, Paul said. Embarrassing performance, says Ian. Yeah, it's just... I can't speak, Ian. It's awful. A gutless performance we are sadly used to seeing from United this season, says Dave. Paul says they ought to donate all their wages to the fans. Disgusting.
It's poor too.
Wilder will get a lot of blame here, and so he should. Yeah, I think he's got to shoulder some responsibility, Scott. And at times he does as well. I think people forget the times where he does hold his hands up. I think he got it wrong with the team selection and shape tonight. There's no doubt about that. Honestly, worst performance of the year. Honestly, so many players can't be bothered. Darren says, I did say 3-0 away. However, for some reason, I thought they were the away team. Disappointing end to the season's home fixtures. Can't wait for Jimmy's next stream.
I know, Chris. I know, Chris. Yeah. That's Chris giving me a dip. Give me a kidney blow, is Chris. I know, Chris.
Oh, Papa Blade says, fair play to you lads for doing this. Yeah, I feel like it's a sentence now, Papa Blade. I've got to say, I've got to sit through another 45 minutes of this. Paul says, rebuild needed. Proves how much of a challenge next year will be. Ezra says, absolute dross. Yeah, all 5 subs at half time, says action location. Jack says a shape change doesn't excuse the lack of basic of the game from the players. However, the shape is questionable. It certainly is. Extreme Dave says, remember to leave a like, guys. It's not the Blades Ramble fault we're having a shocker. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, your likes and your comments and your views all help the channel. So thank you for everyone for joining and leaving us a comment. Please do remember to leave us a like. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe to Blades Ramble and to Ramble FC and to the other side. There's loads of good content going out on all of that. Me and Gaz appear. Well, we appear on Blades Ramble like this from time to time, and on the Ramble Football Club as well, mate, which I think is gathering some momentum with all the soccer specials we're doing and the bits and pieces on the Championship. So hopefully going into next season, we'll have a lot more great content to offer. Mother of Christ, says Alessandro. This is embarrassing. 11 hours. Triple change for second half. Now we made a quadruple change. Absolutely awful. Dave Hathaway says, never thought I'd seen such an uncommitted performance from a Blades team. Bladesman says, how the hell can the smallest players on the pitch beat our central defenders on headers? Half the squad need clearing out in the summer. Missing Sariki. Yeah. I'm missing Sariki. Brooks O'Hare. However, is a shocking footballer. Mate is honestly gone. Sell. Show some fight, says Paul. United coming forward now. Got the ball on our left-hand side, attacking the Kop. It's back to Gus. Over to Bindon. It whips a cross in.
That's not a bad ball, that, you know.
It's a decent ball from Bindon, yeah, but the keeper comes out and claims it. Blackburn now on the break. I'm not sure how we get back in this game, Gaz. I'm just hoping the substitutions shake things up a bit, but we just don't look anything like, do we?
I don't think we will. That's the thing. We don't get anything from this game, in my opinion. We might get a goal, but I don't think we get it. I don't think we get a point from it.
I'm just trying to figure out what the shape is here. So we got Hjelde, looks like Looks like he's playing as a left back. Looks like a conventional back four. Yelder, Tanganga, Bindon, and Hover. Blaster, Peck, and Gus. Gus still seems to be playing over on that left-hand side. Ball comes to Peck on the edge of our area. He's going to try and play the ball out. Plays it off to Gus. Halfway inside our own half. Forward to Peck.
Oh, that's unlucky. I'm trying to work out where Gus is playing, you know.
Yeah, he keeps drifting inside, doesn't he? But he's got a tendency to do that. It does look like...
Go on, then.
Sorry, mate. I was just saying it does look like a conventional back four at times, though, doesn't it?
And I'm just wondering if that's why Burrows, because Burrows seems to edit him as drifting inside by lows, picking up the ball in any position really at the moment, and that's when Burrows shoots down and gets caught. I think he pushes up to go to a left winger. Is he just cautioned?
I don't know how Burrows is still on the field, mate. To be honest with you,
no, I don't. I thought he'd be gone.
He was absolutely shocking the first half. Fullbacks were.
I think he's just cautioned Morishita. I don't know what for. Delaying the restart, maybe. I wasn't. He's just cautioned him. I'm pretty sure he has. Here we go. What does he do?
It's strange.
What does he do? I have no clue what happens there. Missed that.
So it still looks to me like, Burrows is playing quite far forward on the left.
Yeah, look at that. That's a great ball by Pinter, by the way.
And it's
unlucky.
Just about cleared by Cashin. It's a decent ball into the box from United. It's a cross from Burrows, and Bamford's not far away from it. Blackburn just about get that away before it's Bindon closing in. But yeah, it does look like Burrows is playing further forward, and Gus is kind of tucked inside with our Blaster and Peck.
Yeah.
It's kind of a tilted formation in a way. At times it drops into like a back five when Blackburn have got the ball in our half, but then when we go forward, it's more of a back four. I'm not really sure what he's gone with tonight, Gaz, I've got to say.
I don't. It's like, so you look at it now on the pitch, it looks like Gus is playing in a 10.
Yeah. It's almost an attempt to be a little bit fluid, isn't it? But it's certainly not worked.
Do you reckon he's playing 3-5-2?
At times it looks like that. But then at times when we go forward, it drops into more of a conventional back four. It's really odd.
Unless he's trying to start and rotating and things like that to make it hard to pick up players and that. See it?
Possibly, yeah. And it's maybe an attempt to move Blackburn down a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm talking over you then.
Am I the only one finding this kind of funny, says the Lax Luther. I wish I could find it funny. I don't find it amusing in the slightest, but if it helps you get through it, mate.
Yeah, whatever
works for you. Jamie says Brooks, Sariki and Peck are a must at halftime. Oh, sorry, I must be way behind on the comments here. I'm talking about halftime substitutions. I'm too busy being incandescent with rage inside at this performance. Terence, Ilo and Gaz, you guys are putting in more effort than this insipid first half by the lads in red and white. I know they have more to play for. This is an insult to the fans who have paid good money. Thank you, Terence. I appreciate the sentiment all the same and agree with the latter part of it as well. No passion, nothing, says Paul. Carl says it's one of the poorest displays I've seen for a while, lads. McGuinness been knocking the ball to Burrows and blaming others. Yeah, and to a man, they've been poor. Carl, I felt really sorry for Adam Davis first half. I think he's the only player that can come out with, I was going to say with any credit, but certainly the only one that could hold his head up.
Yeah. Blackburn
could be 5-0 up. 2009 blinded. No, they could be. Pathetic, says Doug. United with a shot. And it's a goal. It's Harrison Burrows. He's pulled one back for United. It's 3-1.
I'm right behind you. I'm behind you.
I don't know how this happens. It's a Sky Stream thing, mate. I seem to skip forward for some reason. I think it's something to do with.
I'll come back off this.
So Bamford lays the ball down. Gus hits a shot. It's saved by Toth. He parries it. Comes to Tom Cannon, who lays it back inside, and it's a near post finish from Harrison Burrows.
Keeper's got to do better there.
So Toth just parries it to his right. Tom Cannon just to the left of the 6-yard box, lays it back in, and Burrows stabs it home at the near post. So 3-1. Let's get that banner changed. Doesn't make me feel a lot better. I'll feel much more chipper if.
There you go. Gus has got that yellow card.
Oh, we said he would, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sugar. Turn the Sheffield United game.
Let's see. Harrison Burrows in the 57th minute. Well, he needed to do something because he's been absolutely. I'm looking for a word that's not it's not offensive or dire. Honking. I was looking for. I think
he ain't been gleaming. I'll tell you that.
No, but he gets himself a goal, and I've got to find where I was in the comments now.
Well, let's see what happens now. Don't foul him, Tanganga. Do not foul him. Well done.
Kelly Morris says, oh my God, 3-0. What is happening? We need Cooper in the net. Wilder needs to get something done ASAP. Can't believe it. Up the blades, up the ramble. Like and subscribe. Thanks, Kelly. I'm not blaming Davo for tonight, though. I've got to say he made.
Do not react.
Davo made a valiant attempt to keep the ball out for the second goal, and has had no chance with the others. In all honesty,
that's a good tackle. Well, that's not though.
No. City Peck, he gets a good ball. Oh yeah, the second one's a bit naughty, isn't it? And the reaction as well from Gardner Hickman.
The reaction as well.
City just trying to leave a bit on him there. Trying to get some needle in. I think get a reaction.
Yeah.
Gully King says a fair bit of booing. Gaz, sorry to say, I'm not a booer myself, but you can't blame them really. No, you can't, mate.
No, you can't. I totally agree with you, pal.
Matthew says, thanks for joining us, mate. He says, Tanga is so overrated and nothing special.
Well,
never liked him when we signed him, and I got told I was crazy. That's why he got playing in the. What does that say? Sorry, I'm just my attention's slightly taken by United. Have got the ball in an attacking position on the left. Gus lays it back to.
Oh, Peck.
Peck lays it across to Binden. Over now, inside. Peck trying to play a little pass around the corner there. Didn't quite come off. It's out for a Blackburn goal kick. Sorry, Matt. I'll try and read that again. Tanganga is so overrated and nothing special. Never liked him when we signed him. I got told I was crazy. That's why he got playing in the Championship for a reason. Anyway, hello, Gaz and Lewis. Hello, mate. Chris says, I left after second went in. All poor. Brooks needs to go along with Cannon. Only Chong and Gus trying. No, nothing. Come on, play for the Crest, says Paul. Jack says, does this show how important our summer is going to be? Femi, Brooks out of the squad and we fall apart. If we lose these, we have to get the incoming right. We certainly do, mate. I think we do anyway, because half of the current crop need to go, I'm afraid. I think this has confirmed it tonight. There are players even involved on a match day that need to be on their way. I don't want to say too many bad things, Gaz. We've got to go to the end of season awards in a week and a half. I don't want to call them out too much. You never know who's watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Having said that, mate, I can only give my honest opinion, and that's what we do on the Ramble, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like I look at Burrows now and look where he is. I complain about him not getting back, but if he's been told by Chris Wilder, right, that is you. If you look where he is now, he's right out there. And maybe that's why they're ended up like, if you look where Peck is now, you know what I mean? So maybe it is.
Definitely, the setup definitely wasn't right. There was something. It just didn't work first half.
So he's gone. He's gone free at the back. Oh, that's unlucky. That's a good tackle.
I think you're slightly ahead of me now, actually.
Am I?
Yeah. I'm on 62-23.
Oh, yeah, I'm 9 seconds ahead of you.
I'm on 30, 31, 32.
Right, let's stop it at 45. We get to 45. Stops it at 45.
Thank you, mate. I'm at 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45.
Yeah. I think he's gone for great interception.
It was. Gus is herring forward with the ball now, comes to Cannon. He gets a shot away on his left foot, but Toth deals with it easily. But at least we made some headway and got shot away there, Gaz.
Yeah, I think he's gone free at the back with Helder here and pushed Burrows on. Or Burrows has gone left midfield.
Does seem to be the case.
And then Gus has come inside, I think. Oh, no, don't. Great
Skips
tackle.
inside there. Blackburn in United's area. Morishita trying to get a shot away. Almost does.
What time are you on now?
63-23.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he might have gone to a back four, but I think he's pushed Burrows onto the left and Gus has come inside now. And Gus has gone to a 10. That's what I think's happened now.
He's definitely gone more central, hasn't he? You can see it.
Yeah, and then Burrows has gone out on the left wing now. But then again, you got
Susan says, hi guys, those 3 players out, says it all, 3 dynamic players out. Chris says, Gus is poop. So many chances to get the ball in the box. Greedy springs to mind. Peck does get the ball into the box. It's cleared by Blackburn.
You look at it there.
Skelder, Tanganga, Hover.
Binden's out on the right wing at the moment. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor.
Play for pride and your job, says Paul. Rothwell so poor. This defence is the worst I've seen. Need to score after it. Rovers won't score again. The game's not over yet. Thank God I haven't bothered going, says Richard. Was going to rush back from work and try make it. So glad I didn't. Disgraced a lot of them. Can't wait to see the back of half of them. It's sad, isn't it? Because we don't want to talk about our players like this. We really don't. But can't defend them tonight, can we?
No, it's been better second half. That's true. The difference between this and the Bristol game is we've actually scored this time. But they're easy to sit in, but we do look better. That's unlucky. Come on, corner ball, United. Peck trying to wind the crowd up, get the crowd going.
Our mate Jimmy Ramble, who has been feeling very under the weather today, has got a little bit of the lurgy and a bad chest by the sounds of it. So get well soon, Jim. Hope you got on the Bovrils tonight, mate. Femi is coming on. Femi's coming on for Hover. Good shout, mate. Thank you for that.
Well, that's subs done. That's subs complete. No Callum O'Hare tonight.
No, that's it. We're all in with the 5 subs. But yeah, get well soon, Jim. I know you've been feeling a bit rough today. So, but he's at the game. He's gone there anyway. Lads, what's going on? Is that the worst half of the season? I think it is, Jim. I think me and Gaz have kind of concur on that. It's the worst half of football we've seen this season. Really poor. And absolutely no excuse. We can't defend any of the players. You know, Davo gets a pass, because he didn't have any chance with 2 of the goals. And was a header from Cannon just wide. It was a decent cross into the box, a little dinking cross from just inside the area. Trying to see who put that cross in. It was Burrows, actually. dinks a little ball across. Cannon on the end of it. It's not far away, Gaz.
No, he's done well to get that even close, to be honest. That's not an easy chance.
But yeah, Jim, it's got to be the worst half of the season for me. It's just been absolutely appalling, and I can't defend any of the outfield players, quite honestly. Down tools, says Paul. Definitely, says Jack. This is Blackburn. And Jim says, just a reminder, 90 after 90 will be tomorrow night. Drag myself out of sickbed for this shower. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. You go and get your head down tonight, get some Lemsip or at least a warm drink down here and get yourself off to bed because tell you what, he done half work hard, that lad, you know. You guys have seen some of the times a day that he's awake and he puts the hours in, does Jim, and that's probably why he's knackered and he's got cold at this point. Runs himself into the ground. So I'm glad he's having a rest tonight. We can do 90 after 90 tomorrow. And Toth with a goal kick knocks the ball forward. Peck scoops it on. Oh, guys, this is such a hard watch, mate. Honestly, it's just dreadful.
Honestly, no way. I think it's been a better second half. I like somebody's put there, 3-4-2 overlapping. Yeah, that Binden's really getting forward. I look at it now different. So you look with Tanganga now, where he's got the ball. It's literally Tanganga, Binden was in our own half, and Helder. Everyone else was in their half. Where beforehand, it was like 5 of our players in that half. And done well there.
Binden steals it. Oh, nice little dink forward there. Bamford lays it across.
Oh, he's offside. I think Binden should, after he's done that, just take a shot, mate.
You can tell it's a bad game because Jim would rather speak. He'd rather talk to us than than watch it, and it's understandable, really. Where is the pace in our side? We haven't got any, have we, mate? We haven't got any at all.
That's like the easiest offside decision he'll give all season.
Definitely, as Jim says there, Gaz, something we need in the summer. We need to look at adding some pace and athleticism to the team, something we don't have at the moment.
I do agree there, and I thought that first half it was very passive. Not good at all.
James says he's left the ground and gone to the pub. So James is in the railway. If anybody wants to do something a bit more fun than watching this game, you can go and join James in the pub across from the Hilton. Only pace we have, Jim, is Gus running for his kebab.
Yeah. I think he's actually put some yardage in tonight, Jack.
He has. Jack's done well tonight. Did he have all the salads with that, Jack? Let us know. Let us know in the comments. No pace, nothing, says Paul. Jack says Wilder to blame for the formation, but this doesn't suddenly stop the players doing the basics. You're right, mate. You're right, and they haven't done the basics tonight.
Oh, Ipswich should come back to go 2-1 up. Well done, Blaster. That's not a foul.
I'm sorry, guys. If I don't read your comments out, please forgive me. I'm trying to skip forward and catch up a little bit. I missed a few over the half-time period, probably for numerous reasons. One being just really angry at this performance. Going to be a very very interesting, post-match reaction from CW, says Paul.
100% Paul.
Alan says all of them need to take accountability, not just Wilder. By the sounds of it, should be ashamed of themselves. They should be.
Either way.
It's made me feel even more tired, this, guys. I had about 4 hours sleep last night, and then I drove to Essex from Bristol and then back again. I've done about 400 miles today, and I'm feeling heavy now, especially with this scoreline as it stands.
I always feel bad because my drive to work, I can get to work in 8 minutes. Driving, and I feel go on. Oh, I'm sorry, he's got to score.
He's got to. Tyler Binden with a golden opportunity, just in front of the cop.
Minimal hit target
He's
there.
Got to put it away. It's a free kick from Gus, long diag to the back post, headed on by Tanganga towards Peck. He lays it, just a nice little threaded pass through the Blackburn defence to Binden. He's got to put that in. He's got to score, and he's just slots it wide. Oh,
you know what? That's a great ball by Peck, you know.
It is. It's good vision in it to pick him out. Just that nice little threaded touch through the Blackburn defence, and it's a great opportunity to get back in the game. Richard says, we owe Oxford an apology. They were probably hoping we could give a damn. Yeah.
The only thing I'd say to that is, I think, to say even if they lost tonight, they were still 5 points clear. There's still 5 points clear. With 2 left.
An awful half, says Jordan. Yeah, it was, mate.
Right, come on, let's get a goal and let's make a game of this now.
Yeah, come on, Blades. Come on.
Oh,
I mean, it's been slightly better second half, but I always think in these situations, guys, you know, when you've been so poor in the first half and you're 2-3 goals down, I think it's easy to play at that point because the other team just drops in.
Yeah, no, I do. He's well offside. Yeah. Easy decision. Right, just play from there. Just play.
Stephen says, can't believe I got up at 1:30 a.m. to watch this rubbish Thailand played. Keith says, tactically schooled again, same old Wilder, 100 mile an hour, just ripe for picking off. Papa Blade says, CW better take some of the blame for this because we could all see how it was going after 10 minutes. 4 changes at half-time better be. Yeah, well, it was, wasn't it? Ours as an apology. Looking forward to it at full time. Abysmal. Dave Moore says, Blades have done it. Blades have done it. Driven me to drink at last. Coffee time. Dave is brilliant, isn't he? How is Burrows still on this pitch? Says Jack. I asked the same question myself, mate.
And then he pings up and gets a goal.
Blackburn fan here, lads. Your prediction was totally wrong. If O'Neill doesn't take the job, we'll take Chris Wilder. Well, Michael O'Neill's done all right for you, I think. So you might want to think about setting him on permanently.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't see Blackburn winning tonight. I was confident in a win. I really was. Last 2 performances look pretty solid against Hull. Yeah, we got a decision in our favour, but it was poor. But we grinded out a result, and then last week we were good. You know what I mean? Binden's limping, and I mean proper limping.
Rogic says, so as an outsider, when do you actually begin to question Wilder and stop blaming Sayers for an entire season? Wilder has had plenty of time to fix things and clearly hasn't to a sufficient level. Let me try and be balanced with this. I think he has had some time. I think some things haven't gone that well even under Wilder's tenure, but I think you have to understand as well what a mess it was that he picked up. And I'm not saying he can't be criticised. You know, everyone's open to criticism. But I think we've got to let him start the season with his own squad, get a proper pre-season into him, a proper one, and then we'll judge him next season. For me, that's how I'm approaching it. I think there was too much wrong when he arrived. And look, if you look at where we were when he arrived and where we are now, and points per game after that, no one can say I can put numbers in front of you and say it's improved. No one can say it hasn't. So depends what your expectations are. Obviously, our expectations at the start of the season were far exceeding what we've achieved. But I don't know. I think with how much of a mess it was, I'm not saying he gets a pass, but he certainly gets another opportunity next season for me. I don't think you can place sufficient blame, at least on Chris Wilder, to say he deserves to lose his job. He's Femi Sariki comes forward now down the right hand side. 15 minutes of normal time remaining, or just under.
So I'm very much like, for me with it is pretty similar to you, to be honest, where he came from to where he is now. You know what I mean? I think. Just looking at this now. To be honest with you, since Wilder, I'm just pulling it up now online just to see where we're at. So I've gone from match day 6 to match day 45 and win 9th. Don't get me wrong, 8 points off the playoffs still, but
vastly improved from where we were. And even though we've seen some honking performances like this one, so
yeah, a top 10 club from where we were to where we are now with a team, let's be honest, which once you get rid of our best 11 after a 65, 70-minute run, there's nobody that can hit the same levels. We don't have any. We've got no wingers really. We've got Brooksy and that, and then after Brooksy and Gus is done, that's it. You figure out once you're done with Peck and Gyro when they were at the top of their game, we didn't have Tom Davis couldn't stay fit. We didn't have a squad. No. We had an opportunity to sign Ollie McBurney. We didn't do that because the previous manager didn't want him. And Rhian Brewster, does Rhian Brewster says who's also had a good season at Derby, does he stay? We keep him, we keep his pace. And that there's so many whats and ifs that, to be honest with you, if you told me we'd be take this game aside, we'd finish top 10, would have taken it. I was hoping for playoffs after the January transfer window, but it's just not worked out for Calvin Phillips, for example. I still think that was a shrewd signing. And we've just been a bit unlucky with that.
We've been a bit unlucky with a few, haven't we? And at times where players like Patrick Bamford or Gyro have, picked up things, or Jaff getting a red card at Charlton, and then Pat at one point picking up a suspension as well, and or an injury. And it's happened at times where they've been building up some form, and the team's been building up some momentum, and it's just kind of killed it a little bit. John says we've been a one-half team most of the season with a weak defence. Let's hope we improve in the second half. Can't see us coming back from 0-3. Blazeman says, remember that formation we played for about 6 years? It's that. Paul says we aren't going to get anything from this, but let's hope we in CW have learnt a lesson. Thank you for your coverage, chaps, says Patrick. Great stuff. I'm listening whilst I'm packing for moving back to Sheffield from Lincolnshire, which is worse packing or being at the lane tonight. I would say being at the lane, mate. It's been absolute bobbins. Chris says, if we come back from this, can we please remember how poop we are? So we've got a lot of game on in the comments as well. That was when we pulled the goal back. So I am trying to catch up. If you haven't had your comment read out, guys, I have tried to put it on screen. So I do apologise if you haven't had it read out. I've tried to get through the vast majority of them. But there are a lot, because there are a lot of people reacting with frustration and anger to this performance, and understandably so. I tell you, 4-3 incoming. See, Jack said earlier in an earlier comment, sorry, I'm a bit negative sometimes, or something along those lines. I don't think you're negative, Jack. I think you're just passionate about your club, and you are positive a lot of the time as well. I mean, if you think this is going to finish 4-3, then you've definitely got to be positive. Why is Wilder playing Burrows left back? Play him left mid or left wing? Well, he kind of has tonight for most of this game. It's so obvious he's much better forward than in defence. Well, he's played further forward tonight, Walton, and he's been pretty awful. I know he scored a goal, but he's been pretty dire otherwise, I've got to say, irrespective of where he's played. Dude, I can hear the goals from my window. Of course, it's Burrows. Haha, lovely ball back from TC, says Matlock. In Wilder we trust, says Alessandro, but ignore the fact it took 57 minutes of being dire and going 3-0 down first.
No, that's fair.
I can hear the chants. Shocking losing like this at home. Far too slow, this team, says Paul. Gus on a yellow, never. There's Gus's yellow, says Ian. And Ellen says, how ironic was that first goal? At least Gus is trying, says Jack. Saint says he's got Bamford any time to score. Bindon playing the Basham role, says Ian. Well, he's trying. Get a night nurse, Jimmy, says Dave. I mean, some night nurse. In pub watching you guys. Happy days. Hope you enjoyed your pint, James.
Yeah. If I weren't drinking last night at Mesto, I'll be tempted for a drink now, to be honest with you, watching this.
Bad night. Ladies have lost 4-1 at Ipswich, says Tony.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think they'll be all right. There's only one game of the There's only one game of the women's. No, it's 2 games. Sorry, the women's Super League left.
Shocking performance. Thank God I'm in Oz. There's absolutely nothing to like about our team, says Dave. Certainly not on this evidence, Dave. But you know, we've seen moments of quality from some of these players, and they've just not produced tonight at all. Thanks for watching, lads. Thanks for watching, lads. So I didn't have to tonight. Yeah.
Fair play.
Kevin says, "Did we reappoint Sayers overnight?"
That's a foul, and that's a yellow card.
Someone care to explain Burrows which way? Explain to Burrows which way we're kicking every week. Yeah. The thing is, though, Russ, he's got a goal in him, and as he's shown tonight, we've seen times this season, even where he's not had a great season, but he's liable to pop up with a goal. He did that last season as well, but yeah, he's no defender for me. He needs to get in the gym for a start. Sorry, Harrison, but it's like against Swansea. I still can't forgive him for that goal we conceded where he just got pushed over like a toddler.
I feel like it. Could be a nervy finish if we squeeze one in now.
So United sweeping cross into the box. Header from Tanganga. Great save from Toth. It's going to go out for a United corner. Or is it?
Am I behind you?
I think it's weird, isn't it? I don't know. I don't understand how Sky Stream works. Sweeping cross in from the left. I think it's
What's
Harrison.
He saying here? Is he saying Tanganga's offside? Oh, he is. He's miles off.
Yeah, he's given offside. I didn't see it in real time, but on the replay, yeah, you can see.
You see the flag go straight away.
He got well for the header, and it was a good stop from Toth. But yeah, he was in an offside position. So yeah, you can see what was half a half full Bramall Lane. Gaz is now really emptying out. I think people have had enough, and they've probably had enough for this season as well.
Yeah, one more home game, one more away game, and I thought we'd win tonight. I really did. I said on 90 after 90 the other day, I thought we'd get 2 out of the 3. I thought we'd win 2 out of our 3. I think that might be a push now.
Yeah, it's got Derby away on the last day, which is not going to be an easy game at all.
No.
You'd fancy us, even playing like we are now, you'd fancy us to, with a Chris Wilder rocket, you'd fancy us to maybe go and get something on Saturday at home to Preston, but I can't see anything at Derby. No. Not at the moment. Having said that, I watched Derby last night against Norwich, and they were very unadventurous, I have to say, for a team that were, at last chance for the playoffs.
Got a few injuries, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah, that's true. They're missing Adjumang, aren't they, for one?
Yeah, massively. I think when they got all their front 3 fit, that it's one of the best 3 you can have, I think, in the league.
Well, Carlton Morris, he played last night, and he's still a threat at the level.
Yeah,
still a good player. I really like the talking about other teams' players now. This game's that bad. I really like Ozo in midfield for Derby as well. Sort of player we could do with a bit of an athlete in midfield. Scored a good goal last night.
Did he?
Yeah, it was a banger. But unfortunately, Norwich came back and won the game.
Oh, that's unlucky. Bamford's not done much tonight, has he? He's done a lot of running, but not really impacted play much. No idea.
I think teams have wised up to Sariki a little bit, Gaz. They kind of closed that corridor off. They kind of crowd it out, stop him running beyond. He's going to have to learn to deal with that.
Yeah. And that's where your good players become great players, isn't it?
Yeah. They find a way anyway, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's about mentality and working hard to improve all the time. And he's got to show that now. Gus has got the ball about 25 yards out. He tries to cut inside to get a shot away. He can't. Campbell does really well to close him down. He finally gets a shot away, but it's well wide. He seems to be having a pop at someone there, Gus.
I think he wants the foul here. I mean, he's asking for the foul. There's nothing there, in my opinion. Nothing there at all.
Russ says absolutely he's got a goal in him, but generally his first thought is the safest pass every time. Momentum is lost and he's so weak it's untrue. Tony said, had a 7-match accumulator tonight. Can anyone guess which one game is laying the best down at the moment? Sorry, Tony. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Not ideal, that is for sure.
Oh, well, what a disappointing night, guys. I was hoping we might be able to celebrate a late season win and a strong, what would have been the signs of a strong finish to the season. Certainly, we were showing that in the last two games, and nothing like the previous two performances in this one tonight. Blackburn bring on Baraji and Wharton. They replace Morishita and Ribeiro. Blackburn now just in a very condensed, deep formation in their own half, just trying to see this out.
I've had freaking work going for the last freaking half an hour. Mental. Absolutely mental. Doesn't stop. Burrows gets a good. Oh,
it's a cross. Oh, Toff parries it out in his own 6-yard box. Comes to Tyler Bindon and tries to lay it back to Harrison Burrows. It's cleared. It now comes as far as Femi Sariki. Gus now about 35 yards out from the Blackburn goal. Lays it to the left. It's Harrison Burrows. That's going to be intercepted. Osama now across to Tanganga.
That's a
poor pass. To Tyler Bindon. He tries to play a ball down the line. It's a poor pass to Femi Sariki. Defender read it.
I'm ahead of you. I'll stop it on 8:15. 8:15. Just let me know when you're at that.
I don't know how it keeps unsyncing us. It's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know how. Guys, you know something like this. This is where that's a great ball by Burrows across there. Somebody's got to be getting on the end of that. I can't wait to hear the presser, post match.
90 after 90 should be interesting tomorrow. Remember, everybody, join the Ramble tomorrow. Jimmy will be doing 90 after 90, and some of the calls and comments will be very interesting for sure.
Yeah, I agree. My garden gate's just gone. Come on, Blaze. I was just hoping when we got that goal, I thought, can we just get another and just make this a bit interesting? That's another great ball.
Terrific ball in from Sariki, but dealt with by Blackburn again. No one with enough desire to get on the end of it. Sidney Peck now looking for a way forward. Deep in the Blackburn half. It comes to Femi Sariki. He's going to drive inside.
That's a great ball.
Tom Cannon tries to get a shot away. It's blocked. It's cleared. Cleared over halfway into the United half. Japhet Tanganga will go back and retrieve the ball. Dave says, thanks, Lewis and Gaz. It's been emotional here. I certainly feel emotional after this, Dave. I'll be in the WhatsApp with you afterwards, in the WhatsApp group. Having a cry over this, I think. I think I'm all cried out, though, to be fair. Ball out on the left again. We're not going to score in a month of Sundays here, are we, guys? Blackburn are just setting a shape and they're seeing this out.
Yeah, see how it was there.
4 minutes added time. Blackburn throwing deep in their own half.
That just sums our night up, that.
And they're going to take an age to take this throw.
Probably. Freaking hell, now everyone is jumping out.
Blades pouring out the ground now. They keep zooming in on that, don't they? I don't know if it's a Sheffield United fan on the production Sky.
Yeah. They'll get this has been dire tonight, honestly. Like that again, that just sums our night up. Look at that, the cop's empty. It is empty.
Voting with their feet there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my God, another 4 minutes. Says Dave. Deborah says, well done, lads, for taking us through this appalling game. you, Deborah. Taz says shoes off in the car park. Time for Wilder to step down. I'm not with you there, Taz. I think he's got to take a little bit of responsibility for tonight and for certain performances, but there was too much wrong with this team and this squad when he came in.
What is it? Oh, this winds me up. What's that goalkeeper doing? Yeah.
I'm always about collective responsibility, guys. I'm not. I think it's too easy, and I say this for other managers at other clubs. I think it's too easy to blame managers. You know, it's like Liam Rossini lost his job today.
I know.
Lots of managers at Chelsea lose their job. When does it become the player's responsibility? Why is it always the manager?
No, I agree there. And I get it. It's just, I suppose it's just like a business. It gets to a point where is it the people under you, or is it the manager? And the manager, let's be honest, even in business, sometimes takes the hit rather than the employee.
Most cost-effective way of making a change, isn't it?
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. I just don't think I don't blame Wilder for this. I really don't blame Wilder for this at all. I think he might. I think, and the point is, we don't know. This is what I mean. I'm sat here now blaming the players. I have done a bit tonight, Burrows especially, but I don't know what Wilder's told Burrows to do. I also don't know if Burrows is just cutting his own detail and doing what he wants to do. And this is amazing. Same with the formation when we couldn't work out the shape, the first half, like what's going off here. Has Wilder told him to do that? Yes or no? Or have they just ignored him? And that's why I think the post-match will be quite interesting.
Well, as well, players that sometimes leaving or know that they're leaving or not coming back can like you say, can do their own thing on the field and sometimes deliberately. I'm not saying that's necessarily happened here, but it can happen. It's not. It wouldn't be the first time it's happened.
Oh, Gus, don't do all stupid, Gus.
Just trying to catch up with a few more comments here. Russ says, while I'm on one, do you agree we've had our pants down, Tanganga? He's good in a foot race one-on-one, but he gives the ball away so often, and I just don't think he's got any football intelligence. Well, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think the man Mountain would agree with you on some of those points, Russ. I do think that we've paid way too much for him. I still think he can be a good centre-half for us, but he needs a leader alongside him. He needs a really strong partner to get the best out of him. I don't think Tanganga himself is our long-term captain. I don't know what you think on Russ's questions, Gaz.
I totally agree. I think giving him the armband has had a burden to him just as much to get his play. I would have picked young Siddy over him as captain.
I would.
Josh, I think Blaster. Oh, that has annoyed me. The amount of times we got caught offside tonight. But yeah, I'd put Blaster. I think is captain material unless a Kyle Walker comes in. I can't remember when I said this before. I can't remember if I said it on previous Watchalong or night after night. I can't remember. But yeah, I was very much. He's the wrong person for the captaincy, 100%. And his performances haven't been there. But you can say that about a lot of players.
You can, mate. You can. I agree with everything you said there. Ian said only 2 more to endure. Thanks, guys, for sharing the misery. Top quality as always. Well, no more to endure, thankfully, Ian. The full-time whistle's gone. It finished Sheffield United 1, Blackburn Rovers 3. Really disappointing. And you could see just the mass exodus of blades near the end. There's hardly anyone left in the ground. Blackburn fans enjoying their away win there.
That's Oxford down as well, Lou.
And it's Oxford down, yeah. So the 3 relegated sides confirmed with 2 games to spare, Gaz. And we thought it might go to the wire. It just shows you how quickly things can be decided as well if results go the wrong way for certain clubs. Shame for Oxford, I have to say. I thought they fought valiantly under Matt Bloomfield since he came in, and he's done a decent job there. But I think they ran out of games, didn't they? And the teams above them picked up enough points. But Helen said this is Blackburn's penultimate. I'll say that again, penultimate game. No wonder they needed to win it to make sure. Rob said, Wilder's tactics cost us first half. Why didn't he start like this first half? Yes, players are poor, but he directs them.
Fair comment.
It's a fair comment, Rob, but I think it's maybe a little bit simplistic as well. I don't think you're entirely wrong, but Just my opinion. Muchas gracias, gents, for this evening. For this evening's watch along. Shame about the game. Up the blades, up all the rambles. Like and subscribe from a blade in Spain. P.S. Get well soon, Jimmy. Thank you, Paul.
Cheers,
pathetic, says Paul. No other words. Wilder's not getting a tune from the team. He's had 40 odd games to change this, says Taz.
Again, I don't think many people get tune from this. That's the big thing for me. This time next year, maybe a bit earlier. I think that's when you judge Wilder. I
agree. It's a poorly assembled squad. Taz, it's missing so many key elements to it. I think we judge him next season. Personally, it's just our view. But Paolo says, so much for giving us a spanking. I'm looking forward to going to White Hart Lane next season. One of the few grounds I've not been to. Yeah, we'll all enjoy that, mate. And well, I'm assuming you're a Blackburn Rovers fan, so congratulations on your win. No hard feelings from us.
Yeah, congratulations on staying up, mate.
Congratulations on staying up, Blackburn Rovers. And we got what we deserved tonight, as far as I'm concerned. So well done, Blackburn. Big T is in the comments. Big T was fantastic last night on Soccer Special, and I knew he would be. He was great value. 42 years I've been going. First time I've left at half time. Wow! If Big T's leaving at half time, this is our Ramble on the road, man. He does all of the Ramble on the roads for the Ramble, and is a proper blade, a proper die-hard blade. And if he's leaving at half time, it's got to be bad. Kevin says, I want Wilder out. He's not up to it. He's a has-been. Wow. Thanks for some of the memories, but time for him to go, says Kevin. We can't keep blaming Sayers for this season. We're not blaming Sayers, Taz. I mean, some of us can for the start that we had. We're blaming some of the players. Yeah. There's a lack of desire there. You could see it. You can't. Wilder can direct and he can set up a team and he can set a formation and a style of play. He cannot make a player run and chase after opposition players and close down and track back. It's on them. That's an individual thing. And we saw in the first half a lack of desire from players and a lack of commitment at times. So it's a collective. Yes, he takes some responsibility, but blaming it all on the manager, I'm sorry, no, I'm not having that. Sarah does say, I think Wilder cost us tonight. I certainly think he'll look at himself and think he's made mistakes tonight. Would you agree, Gaz, that first half he's probably going to review that and think that probably wasn't the best point of view?
I think he'll be open and honest and say, maybe I should have changed them 3 players. Maybe I should have gone with the same side and that. But I don't know what he's trying here. Yeah, he'll be, as in, he's probably trying to get 3 points. And he said it in the presser, didn't he? He goes, I'm not here to do anyone favours. I'm not here for Blackburn. I'm not here for Oxford. I'm here for Sheffield United. And I'm here to make us get 3 points. But I also think he potentially, and I don't know if this is true, he might be trying to try a few things for next season and things like that. The only thing I didn't get then, and I don't know if it's a Wilder thing or if it's what Gyro just decided to do, and that was just dropping so deep with no midfield. That was what mucked us up that first half. People not switching off, letting their men go, and also that being too deep where we've got no central midfield, because Rothwell, poor lad, I actually felt for him tonight, was in that midfield on his own for the majority, because Gyro was playing centre half pretty much. And I think that's just down to, was that a Wilder decision or was that a Gyro decision? And if it is a Wilder decision, he needs to own that. But if it was a Gyro decision, then call him out and say, I don't know what was happening.
Call him out. I mean, the thing is, if you're going to protect yourself as well, and look, sometimes as a manager, you've got to be protective of your players and not call them out in public, and maybe call them out one-to-one or in the dressing room.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
you do that. But, you know, at times as well, if it comes to situations like this where the manager's under pressure and he's getting some stick, you know, he may choose to call some of the players out, and I think he'd be entitled to with some of these performances. Ian says, no pie review then, Tony. Wouldn't be sad to see 80% of them leave, says Richard. Not bothered, half of them. Too many not pulling their weight and too many not up to the level. If Cannon is a 10 million striker, there's hope for me yet. Useless. Yeah, I think some fair comments in there, Richard. Keith says second half, much more control and hence a better performance, mainly because all our fullbacks are wing backs. It was a better performance second half, Keith, but as I said to Gaz earlier, and I know he would agree with me on this, I think it's a lot easier to step into a team and play some football when you are 2-3 goals down at half time. I think you come out then and the other team's just going to sit back. They're going to sit in a low or a mid block and try and break on you. And it allows you to come forward. And they're not going to put so much pressure on the ball as well when you've got it. I think it makes it easier in that sense, even though it's difficult to play in front of your home crowd when you're 3-0 down. Thanks for doing the stream, lad, says Dawn. See you guys next season, says Paolo. See you next season, pal. Dreadful game for you two lads. Feel for you. Yeah, it was, Taz. And we appreciate your comments as well, mate. Thank you for joining us. John says, we have been billed as a top 6 championship side by many, but this team is bottom half at best. We badly need to change this team now, clear out and bring in some new players for next season. Totally agree. No excuses, boys. Up the blades, up the ramble. Susie says, I agree with letting Wilder go end of last year, but they made a mess of it and was then grateful to have him back. I think anything other than letting Wilder rebuild it is way too dangerous. I agree, Susie. Long tonight, guys. Thank you, says Sarah. Thanks for joining us as always, Sarah. Appreciate your comments. Russ says we need someone with personality as captain, able to motivate and drive others on. Def not Tanganga. Yeah, I would say, Russ, I think Tanganga is can be a decent centre back for us. He's proved he's a decent centre back in the past. But he needs a leader and someone more commanding next to him, physically commanding as well, I would say. Thanks, lad, says Susan. Thanks for joining us, Susan. Great job, boys. Roll on the summer and a complete rebuild, says Mr. V. Thanks for watching, Mr. V. Only decent performance tonight was from you two. Thanks, lads. Thank you, John. Even though at the beginning it was a bit chaotic with the OK jersey ad not working, I've still got to be in my bonnet about that. Blackburn shirt in the dressing room next, says Helen. Yeah, that'll be the next one on the dressing room wall, won't it? I'll just get through these last few, guys, and then we'll call it, mate. Susie says this is Wilder's team. He needs a pre-season and his own players. A new manager would need to shift both Sayers and Wilder players, and we haven't got money. We absolutely need to stick with Wilder. Cooler King says, such a poor performance, but a great watch along. Thank you for your efforts, Lou and Gaz. Lovely stuff. Thank you, Cooler King. Always supporting the Ramble and joining us on stream. We really appreciate that. Dave says, can't wait to see the back of most of this lot. Roll on next season. We'll have a team to get behind, I'm sure. Yes, we will, Dave. I'm sure we will, especially under Chrissy Wilder. He says he'll sort it. Kevin says, Susie, it is Wilder's team. He's had 38 games to make it his team, and he's failed. I no longer trust him. If our future is based on what we can't risk losing Wilder, then it's not good enough. Kevin, yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, mate, and I can understand you feeling frustrated. And yes, he's had a lot of games in charge now. He's had time to fix some things, and some things haven't been fixed yet. But I think there are some deep-seated problems there, mate, that take more than 38 games to sort out. Sorting things out in the middle of a season when you've got games coming thick and fast is very difficult, and especially with some of the issues that we've had. And he's going to need the summer and a pre-season and another transfer window to fix them, in my opinion. John says, I've always liked Wilder, but I'm very concerned he seems to have lost the ability to get mediocre players to play above themselves. Mr. V says, I wonder how different the game could have been if Cannon scores that goal in the first minute. Oh, well, we'll never know.
True.
Yeah, it's true, Mr. V. I did think back to it when he skewed that one wide in the first minute. I thought, I hope we don't live to regret that, and we may well have done. Stephen says, thanks to the watch along, chaps. Up the blades, up the ramble. I rarely comment, and I'm a Wilder fan, but that's a massive question mark on him for me. Says Feb, some of these players are not at the level that he picks them. Infuriating. Just a couple more comments here. Alessandro says, why not start some more academy kids, maybe Faxon? Can't be any less dire than some of these loanees or Chong. Wilder rebuild in the summer. Let's get it.
I think Davies has done all right, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think
since he's come in, I think since Davies has come in, and let's be honest, we were all worried. I don't really think he's put a foot wrong.
No.
The only thing I can think of that he was done where I was like, what are you doing? Or bloody hell, Davis, was when he came out at QPR. When he came out of the area and started playing Superman. I think, honestly and openly, other than that, I think he's had a good game. I think he's done okay tonight as well.
It's the only time he's made us feel nervous, isn't it? And I think he's done well, Davo, since he came in. And I think he's done enough to, on reasonable terms, I think he's done enough to earn another contract for at least another year. You know, I think if we have to go out and spend money on a replacement number 2, not for me. I think we've got bigger priorities, and I think Davo is solid enough as he's proved in the last few games, and even tonight. You know, when he was hung out to dry and he made 2 saves before that second one went in. Russ says Harry Suter and Reyes Cleary, Jordan Williams from Pompey. Yeah, all good players at the level. Russ, I wouldn't say no to any of them. Fred says Millwall have done much better without Tanganga. I think we would as well. Mr. V finishes us off with good night, lads. Thanks again. Thank you, Mr. V, and thank you for your continued support of the channel. You are one of the biggest supporters of the channel in many ways. So thank you, mate. You're much appreciated. One more. Jimmy says, thank you for tonight, boys. Not an easy watch, especially that first half. It wasn't, mate, and I feel more sorry for you having to be there. Gaz, before we sign off, do you want to say anything about tonight's performance and anything maybe uplifting for the Blades and all the Ramblers going into next season?
I think, first half is one of the worst halves of the season, but second half was better. Changed it. We could say, why didn't you change it earlier? What are them players doing? We can go on all day. I think we've all the Sheffield United problem at the moment, inconsistency, where last 2 games we all came on here tonight. Everyone in the comments 2-0, 3-0. I said 3-1. Lou thought it'd be a goal fest and said 3-2. And that. So I just think let's just get this season done with. Let's try and get some more points. Let's try and get as high as up the table as we can get. And let's see what happens in that transfer window in the summer. I am looking forward to next season. I think we do have a good spine within there. I think once they've got their fitness levels up pre-season, hit the ground running next season and bring in some good players. Let's see where we're at. And everyone who says Wilder out and that at the moment we need to get rid of him, he's not the right man for the job. Let's just give him a couple of transfer windows and let's just see what he does when he starts getting his players in that are fully his. And you think about, and I said it earlier, didn't I? McBurney, Brewster, done really well in the division this year. Do we let them 2 go if Wilder's still there? Well, McBurney, we pretty much know he was offered. He was coming to the Blades, and the old manager said no. So we all know that. So yeah, there's optimistic. Am I gutted I didn't go tonight? Yeah, because I love just going and being with the lads at the football. And this is the next best thing for me. If I can't be at the lads with football, I could be here with Lou and be at the football. And yeah, it's not a nice watch, but I bet there's a few people in a bar having a chat, shimphing about how poor Sheffield United were tonight. So, but at least they're together, and being with friends, and that's what it's all about.
Well said, mate. Very well said. And this channel is a lifeline for people like me and you who are massive Blades. We're huge Blades, like everyone that's gone to that game tonight and had to endure that. And we don't always get to be there, but we get to come and do this when we're not there. And like I say, for exiles like ourselves, it's very important to us and very important to all the Ramblers. And thank you for all of those that joined us. Thank you for everybody that watched this tonight. And hopefully we made that pretty poor performance from Sheffield United bearable in some way. We're going to try and get through this, Gaz, before we end the stream. You know how these things always have to finish, so we're going to have to give it our bladeness best. That's the right say. I was looking for a better saying. It's been an awful night, but we'll give it our best and say, "Come on, you red and white wizards!"
All the Blades,
top man.